Welcome to nobody. There's nobody in yet. I'm not joined by anyone yet either. Hopefully we're going to have some guests tonight. I know a certain not suitable for mum is having technical difficulties. He'll no doubt figure it out before my youngest daughter's 40th birthday. Don't like my webcam. It's been weird right there. Doesn't seem like it's... I think it's pointing directly at me now, but it always seems precarious. I need a better setup, really. Although I don't do these live streams that often. Anyway, to those who are watching on replay, thank you very much. Hopefully when we've got some people in, both in the chat and on the panel, we can get down to discussing all the good stuff being Funko Pops. Two people watching according to my phone. One of them's probably me. To the other one, thank you so much. So we are expected to be joined by, I think, Super Pop Bro at some point. He said he might pop in. And, of course, not suitable for Mum, who would be here already. But he's struggling, and I think I'm going to have to send him yet another invite. This seems to happen with alarming regularity. What's his email? Oh, hi, Rach. How are you? Are you enjoying your Easter Saturday? A bit quiet in here, but we will be joined by Jason at some point when he's sorted his life out. And hopefully we'll get some more people in the chat as well. I'm very well, thank you, Rach. I've had an Indian tonight, so I'm all nicely fed and watered. Is that... yeah. That's right. Oh, good. So you got any plans for Easter, Rach? Anything you're doing? Oh, hang on. Someone just...
Who fucking raw?
Ah.
Hello.
Hello, Jason. What? Why always you?
I don't know. I've no idea. I wish I knew. It's so annoying.
It's annoying for you, is it? Right, yeah. I'm sure it is, mate. I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Annoying for you, obviously.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed.
More funny, you're laughing.
Rachel. Rachel's had crumpets. I can't see.
I wonder if I ought to reboot my machine, you know, because you're incredibly sluggish again.
Yeah, I'm incredibly sluggish on mine, actually. I was all right until you came in.
What the?
Hello, Ringo.
What is going on?
I don't know, but if you want to leave and then reboot and then come back, so
it's ridiculous. I never used to have this problem on Hangouts at all. Straight in.
Oh, right. So you're blaming me, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blame the only person who can actually be bothered to go through all this rigmarole. Because you and Leroy can't be bothered, that's for sure.
Yes, I know. Right, okay, anyway, I'll see what happens. It might work, it might not. Right, back in a minute. Well, I'll probably find I can't get in at all in a minute.
Yeah, just get on with it. We'll sort that out as and when. Right, so Jason will be back. Touchwood. Soon. 10 minutes export for your video. It's only been a year. A year since your last update. It feels like that long, Jonathan. Yes, so Ringo has got a new video coming out. If you would like to put a link to it in the chat when it's ready, Ringo, as a moderator, you are certainly well within your rights. And maybe you'll join us on the panel at some point, Ring, because that's been a little while as well. See, I don't seem sluggish now that Jason's left. Not suitable for mum. Just like it just infects everyone. So I hope you're having a nice Easter weekend, Ringo. And you are looking forward to the glorious mass consumption of chocolate tomorrow. Oh, you might have to re-edit it and add the giveaway stuff at the end. Right. Oh, I won't worry about it. It's like 2 weeks left to go, and we've all had lots of entrants. I know I've had quite a few entrants. I had another one today. They're still coming in dribs and drabs. Yeah, Rach, I did notice that on Facebook that you've started Stranger Things. Yeah. You enjoying it so far? I just noticed you comment a bit further up about Dustin. He's sweet. Yeah, I love Dustin. He's great, isn't he? Yeah. Everyone should have a son like Dustin. I haven't got a son, but if I did have a son, I would love it to be Dustin. It's really good. Yeah, I knew you'd like it, Rach. Yeah. Think you'll start collecting the pops at all, Rach? There's a lot. I don't think there's as many as there is Harry Potter, because there's loads of Harry Potter, but there is a lot of Stranger Things pops. That's why I'm really limiting myself to the 8-bit ones. Just as a matter of financial kind of, well, I don't know what the term is. Me trying to be sensible financially. Ringo's bought 2 today. They're both Stranger Things. Oh, excellent. Are you going to tell us what they are, or do we have to wait till next year's video? $14.99 bog off. Yeah, HMV, their prices are normally $14.99 each, but I suppose when it's buy one get one free and it works out like $7.50, then that's not so bad. But I do think £15 generally is quite a lot for a common. If it's like an exclusive or something, then $14.99 I think is a good price. But for generally most commons that are easily available, you can find them cheaper than 15 quid. 2 11s. Wow. Nice. I was looking at that Chase 11 with the blonde wig on. I do like that one, but I'm resisting getting it because it's not an 8-bit. Oh, the stickers I'd ordered finally came today. I've been waiting for them. That I needed for a couple of my pops. These ones, look. So if anyone needs any of these, I've got, 8 left. So people can hit me up. And if you need any Target stickers for any pops that you may... Although I know you, Rach, and you, Ringo, are both out of box collectors, and I am as well, for the most part. Saw stickers at first for like $2.99. Yep, 11s, but then saw the ones without anything on were $14.99. Oh, I see. Yeah, they took a while to come. Even they were from this country as well. It was just someone who claimed they sent them out on Monday, but it was probably more like at least, well, Wednesday or Thursday probably. What's Jason messaging back now? Oh, it's his fault. He's needed to do a Windows update. Can you tell I haven't got much patience? I'm always being told by my mother, like, oh, you need more patience with your girls. You need, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you should see how I speak to my friends, mother. On his tablet until desktop reboots. Right, okay. Did bloody Lee ask if there was a hangout as well? I bloody put the link in the... Jason, I mean, Techie... Yeah, now Leroy's blooming catching Jasonitis now. And, like, he doesn't normally have any problem getting on. But, like, I put the link in this group chat, and he says, is there a hangout? No, it's bloody Scotch Mist. Sorry, a bit of a grump tonight. I just sent him an offensive message telling him to join. Jason is the tech issue. He certainly is, yeah. If he was a wrestler, that'd be a good name for him, wouldn't it? Tech issue. Although that actually sounds a bit too cool, really. Oh, I put something up on eBay and someone's bidding on it. Put that up, I think, was that early this afternoon. Hello. Hi, Steve. Hi, mate. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Steve, as always, you're always welcome on the panel if you can ever get on. I always send you an automatic invite, and if you were struggling to get on for whatever reason, then I would help out. Oh, Leroy says you can't join yet. We're eating dinner. Right, okay. I thought you were just being awkward, Lee. Oh, no watchers, but one bid. Lovely. It does make great ASMR, so I wouldn't actually begrudge you coming on and eating as long as you did more eating than talking. Because talking while you're eating, some people can do it, and other people it just sounds annoying. Well, thank you for coming in, Leroy. Thank you, Funko UK guy, and of course, Rach Kappa, Jonathan Ring. It does look like I'm Billy No Mates tonight, but we have had a brief appearance by Jason. And then he realised he needed to do a Windows update. He's probably not done one since the days of Windows 95. So he's going to be busy doing that for a long time. He says he's supposed to be... Oh, he said it was on his tablet until... But I think he means just for, like, chatting and stuff. Yeah, I'm just looking at that comment on Lee's video. On the big Win 5, it says it's blocked in your country. I hope it's not. Thank you, Rach. That's weird. Will that be... Which 828? I can't think which... I've had plenty of Americans enter it anyway, and I'm pretty sure there's no sort of copyright strike matches or anything. No, Steve, it's live streaming on mobiles and tablets that's been blocked for people under 1,000. You can still stream on a computer, which is what I'm doing. So sorry, mate. You thought you were in kind of elitist group there. It's like, oh yes, I'm above 1,000. Only I can stream now, and all the others that are 1,000. And no, then a pleb like me who's not even on 500 yet can still do it. No, that's the reason. But to be fair, have I even streamed on my... I think I streamed once on my mobile, and it was boring because I just did it at random. And obviously it wasn't a panel thing, because you can't do panels on mobile or tablet anyway. So that's why I do it on the computer. In fact, if I didn't do these panel shows, because people ask me to do them every so often, I don't think I'd bother streaming at all. I'm not a big one for streaming on YouTube. I don't massively like the format, if I'm honest. Hello, William.
Howdy ho.
Here he is, Mr. Snowflake himself.
You bastard.
Well, welcome, Will. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a good Easter weekend.
Thank you very much. Hopefully the same for you as well.
Yep, you seem a bit quiet, but that might be able to turn you
on
up.
my phone. I don't know if that has any.
Oh, that might explain it, but I'll see if I can turn you up a bit anyway. Yeah, Jason should be joining us when his computer's updated. Hello, Mr. Jam.
Oh, is that Jason?
I don't know if you can... No, Mr. Jam is... Well, Mr. Jam... Oh, no, Jason's coming back now. Look, here he is. He's back.
Right, Windows 20.
Here he is.
Right. Hopefully that's it now. And I think you're working better.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was. No idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I need a new machine.
I think I need a new machine as well.
Well, I did say to everyone when you were gone, Jason, I'm surprised. Microsoft is still supporting Windows 95.
It's not that bad, quite. My dad's still on.
The Windows 95 so old. Will wasn't even born when that came out, and he still found it funny.
Well, I remember using Windows 3.1.
He was starting up his modem.
In fact, I think when I first started my job at the university, I was on MS-DOS still. Windows wasn't even a thing.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. MS-DOS is a good nickname for you because you're a miserable shitting DOSer. That's what you are.
Hey, very quick, mate. Very quick. Well done. Well done. On, see, spur of the moment, ladies and gentlemen, it's just to show you Jimmy can do it too when he tries.
I tried just for all of you.
Yeah, because you know I love it.
Whoopee.
Actually, Will, you're an inbox collector. I don't know if you need any, but I've got a few of these. If you need some, I've got 8 of them. Look.
Oh my god.
You don't need any. I mean,
are they authentic?
They're replacement stickers. I don't think, unless any Power Ranger ones has any. Apart from that, I don't think I need any.
Well, fair enough. Well, if you find you do, and that goes for anyone, then just hit me up. And that's anyone in the chat.
Yeah, stickers don't really mean shit to me.
Pants, thank you for coming in. Yes, we all need makeup tips. Yeah, I'm really struggling to find that mascara. I really am. On the eyeshadow, I just end up looking like a panda. So, yeah.
A domino. Right. Okay. So I need to bring up the chat. Who was that, William?
Of course, it was.
Totally wasn't there.
He's always belching. He's got like.
The only one who should be belching today is me. Bloody gut! My guts were in upheaval. I tell you.
Yeah, don't give any spoilers out because we're all really anticipating the video.
Yes, I know you are, Jimmy. I know you love that kind of thing.
Actually, no, wait. To be fair, because I've done similar videos like that myself. Although I've always done them live on Periscope and then I've edited the footage down.
Yeah.
I actually, because I watched it was Goldie's, I think, first, and
Abby's Goldsmith.
Yeah. I mean, all it was him eating chicken. He could have edited it.
Oh, that yeah.
So my advice to you, Jason, is like try and sort of edit some bits out where it's just you kind of farting and just sort of grumbling and
Well, I mean, most of them be speeded up anyway, because.
Yeah. But no, it's the only ones of yours that I think. Well, I just don't really see a lot of the point is the baby food ones. I don't know. I'm not feeling them, mate.
Yeah, I get that. I get that, and it's fine.
I think it feels like it was like a proper challenge where you're eating a whole jar of baby food, which, by the way, I don't blame you for not doing because that sounds disgusting.
Yes, exactly.
Like that, but it doesn't. There's no sort of challenge aspect. It's like, oh, here's some baby food. I've had a spoon.
Well,
sort of thing.
There is the fact, I mean, I there's a couple of times I thought I was gonna, the ones I've done so far, I thought I was gonna throw because it is vile stuff. It really is disgusting.
Yeah, Mr. Jam, have you seen the new wave of WWE pops that are coming at some point now on the app? Yeah, Becky. Yeah, Becky and Trish are the ones that I'm hoping to pre-order this week. Yeah.
Never
Captain-
guess where I went today.
Oh, where was that, Will?
I finally went into a Smith's.
All right.
Smith's Toys, right.
Not worth it.
They used to be good.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to speak to Captain a minute. Any chances of me ever seeing more stuff, or should I just drop the whole thing? Captain, I've had it for ages. It's like I say, like I've got it, but it's not my sole responsibility. So if you want it, you need to get in touch with me. So, well, it's like I said before, as far as that pay it forward box goes, like apart from the fact that I was told you must have this stuff at the end, I've washed my hands of it. It's been nothing but a millstone for me. And if
What's
if you want your
happening now
stuff,
then?
it's no good telling me during a live stream and a chat, like, you can message me about it. I don't want to be like a stick up anyone's arse about it, but I've had it for ages, and I told you that, God, at least 3 weeks ago. I think that's when I got it, about 3 weeks ago. Well, it's up to you, Captain. I said I got it, and obviously I said to other people, we need to sort out, what we're going to do about getting, we'll say, stick up or not. Yes, Lee. And I also said to people, what we're going to do about actually posting it, and we've not really had any sort of firm conversations about it. I stuck it in my wardrobe, and I actually forgot I'd got it.
Oops. Right. Anyway, what are we talking about this evening? Let's get on proper topics, seeing the people who are here.
Well,
I don't know what you and William were talking about.
Rage has seen Will's new Grail pop. Is that the one you showed me earlier on, Will, or is this something different?
My Talking Dead one.
Is that the one you meant, Rage? The Chris Hardwick, that's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. I can show you if you want, but it's not really anything in particular.
All right, yep.
It was a hard one to
Nice.
get. I went on eBay and it was like 30 quid. I was like, all right, that's a bargain.
I think you put it in like a special pop protector, because I think that's why it's looking a bit different, like one of those blood splattered ones. Is that what you've done?
Oh no, it's the actual. It's the actual pop itself.
Oh, is it? Oh, let me just present it. I'll just present it to everyone for a sec.
Oh,
right.
God, that stunk.
That was a belcher, that one.
Yeah, it was. Sorry.
So it's actually got blood splattered on the actual pop.
Let me present it to everyone.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I wanted to get it was bloody difficult to get hold of now and expensive. I wanted the blood splattered Predator.
Ah, yes, that's a very yes.
I think it's quite expensive now, to say the least.
I could have a look around for you.
I've got other ones I'd rather get first, to be honest.
Yeah.
Perhaps I've got a different Chris Hardwick. Is there another Chris Hardwick where he's not got blood on him? Is that?
Yeah, that's the more expensive one.
Oh, really? Is it? So I don't think I'd ever seen that bloody one before.
It's a completely different exclusive, and it's got no blood on it. And they were the first releases, and they didn't realise how well they would sell, so they released another one for SDCC last year.
And to what you said earlier on my comments, Jimmy, yes, I did get a Charlotte Flair. I'd forgotten I actually had her on my list, to be honest.
That was a good choice. I think she's a great pop. She's got some weight to her.
I was pleased with all three of them. Yeah, quite
Mr.
pleased
Jan
with all
really
three of them.
The pop, but you've given up for now. All right. Rach wants Teddy Bear Girl.
Teddy Bear Girl?
Yeah.
What's that then?
Who's Teddy Bear? Yeah. I thought I was missing something.
Yeah.
Then.
There's loads of pops, actually, when I was going through the list I never knew existed.
That's
Like,
this happens to me now and again. Like something will come up on like eBay or something. I'm like, oh, I never knew that, right?
yeah.
That's the fun
Well,
thing about sort of still being a relatively new collector. You're still discovering things.
when you think there's like 6,000 of the bloody things or whatever it is now, it's no wonder we don't know all of them.
What she's in Walking Dead. Oh, well, Will, you should have known that one. Sure.
That's oh god, you're gonna have to get me one of the bloody things out now. That is
Has he got it?
no, I haven't got
Probably
it,
he's got.
but I know probably, yeah. No, I do know who it is, but the name's off the top of my head.
The
Dear
one,
Lord.
the ones I got to check out is the Lord of the Rings ones because I'm sure I've got one of them more than once.
Ah, yeah, Teddy Bear Girl. Yeah, that is the name of the thing. It's a little girl. Yeah, Teddy Bear. That's right. Yeah, that is a good one.
Have you got a picture?
No, I haven't got a pic. Well, it might be a little bit blurry, but
What, the one at the bottom?
that one there.
Oh, hang on, let me present you again. Just hold your pop box for a little while longer.
The one on the very.
Yeah, the one middle and then far left. That blonde looking. Yeah, it's blurry, but I can kind of see.
Yeah.
You got a kind of jokery smile or something.
Yeah, that might be my next purchase.
Ah.
I completely forgot about that one.
Like I said, there's so many of the bloody things.
Oh yeah.
I want classic Thor from the Avengers.
Oh, is that a ECCC one?
I think so, yeah. But
Yeah,
they've not.
I
don't think they've generally released it yet, so I think it's quite difficult to get hold of.
No, it is out. It is out.
Oh right, I've never seen one. No, it's because I got from the Marvel Collector one. I got the original Iron Man and
Yeah.
Vision. Yeah, so I thought it'd be nice to get Thor and Cap as well. And then if they do some of the others, then great. Oh yeah, and I've got the original Ant-Man as well.
Yeah, the classic Thor is ECCC 2019. It's quite expensive.
Go on then.
It's like $29.99 and
Oh,
upwards.
it's not that bad.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Death in the Family Joker. I don't think I've seen that one. I know the story.
That's one of them deluxe ones, isn't it?
There was the
Definitely.
Hush. There's the Hush one, which is a deluxe. I don't know what that one is.
Who boxed the Death in the Family Joker recently? It was like only yesterday or the day before. Who was it? Oh, it was Crazy Stone Gamer. That was it. Yeah, he boxed it.
That's the one where Jason Todd's in it as Robin. I won't give away too much in case people want to go and read it.
I'm missing the one I need to complete that line is the Demogorgon, but like there's a normal which is nice and the chase. In fact, I don't know which one I like best because normally I'll choose based on I like such a pop better than even if the other one's the chase. I might like Twinkie the Kid's a good example. I prefer the standard Twinkie the Kid to the chase version, even though it's very.
Some of the chases.
With the Demogorgon, I can't decide. Redhead of Funko, is it? Not the 8-bit one, is it, Rach? I've seen the normal ones. Even the normal one that's a chase is pretty easy to get, fairly cheap.
Some of the chases are rubbish, though, aren't they? So they're just so lame. Some of the chases they're just pointless.
Yeah. Jake the Snake Roberts, they barely did anything different with that.
Just a slightly different paint job.
Yeah.
I think the same with the Iron Sheik, wasn't it? All they did was change the colour of
the
headdress.
Yeah. Although his red headdress does stand out. But
it's still.
No, there's no other difference other than that.
Yeah. Like I think I said to you, the ones with the Terrence and Phillip, all they've got is a bloody Canadian flag in their hand. They could at least have been doing a different pose, like they're farting or something. That would have been funny.
Only you would think of that, Jason.
Yeah, well, it's what they're known for, though, isn't it? The two characters.
Oh, are they? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Terrence, you see South Park.
No, I haven't watched
The whole, because it's the show the kids watch. Yeah, it's their favourite TV show, and all they do is fart and swear at each other.
it.
That's it.
Brilliant. Guess who's going to MCon?
You are.
Who?
No, Peter Davison.
Oh, I thought you right. Yeah, okay. He
Dang.
does do quite a lot of cons, to be fair, Peter Davison. As do most of the doctors. Well, all the old ones anyway. I don't know about the new ones.
The new ones mainly do American conventions, which
Yeah.
is just
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's a British bloody show.
it's
It's like, yes,
terrible.
Mr. Tennant, I would like to meet you.
Well, saying that, David Tennant's doing Wales Comic Con,
All right, yeah, fair play.
and he's charging like £180 an autograph.
Fuck right off.
I would pay that. That's the funny thing.
I would. I didn't pay. If I'm not going to pay £240 for bloody Mark Hamill's autograph, then
Is that how much is it?
I think it was. Yeah, I was going to go. What was I going to go to? I think it was Star Celebration UK or something like that. And there was him.
Right.
This was a few years back. Him and Carrie Fisher were there. She was charging.
Yeah.
I think she was charging 120, and then his was like 200, something like that.
Bloody
I know I said 240, but I think it was more like 200.
Well, I know Christopher Eccleston's doing LF, that London Comic Con, in July, and he's charging £90 an autograph.
Yeah,
that's not too bad. But
if Lee can swing it, we're going to be me and him are going to go to Collectomania in Birmingham, beginning of June,
okay.
right? And there's about 6 autographs I want. That's going to cost me about 135 quid.
Oh.
If I get them all.
Yeah.
Right. You got Tony Robinson, obviously.
Oh wow.
Blackadder.
Yes.
And Time Team, if you're more familiar with that.
I love Time Team.
Rutger Hauger, who was in Blade Runner, amongst other things.
Do you know what? I haven't watched the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's one of the films I couldn't get on with. I don't know why. And yeah, it's supposed to be a classic. Who else? Oh, it's Ursa from Superman 2, Swords and Misses.
Oh God, you tested me knowledge. I
can't remember which. Something like Ursa or something like that. Terence Stamp was going to be there, but he cancelled, which I'm gutted about. I'd love to have met him. And Jimmy's not one for autographs, are you much?
No, even when I used to go to these kind of smaller scale Doctor Who conventions like 10, 12 years ago, I'd just go for the day out. Like I had all my DVDs and things that I could have taken and got signed, and I just never been bothered. No. And they didn't charge a lot back then either. Like you could get an autograph and a photo of Colin Baker for about 15 quid back then.
Yeah.
Like, all the other people like Nicholas Courtney and that.
But some of them are still that. Yeah. Some of them are still that kind of price.
Leroy said something to you about something, Jace.
Oh, right. Right. On the main chat, I take it.
The live chat, yeah.
Right, hang on. Yes, yeah. The one we said about Leroy. Sorry. So he said, "Is this one we mentioned use first of all, and then type Jace afterwards?" He's got my typing syndrome.
Yeah, Down syndrome. No, clown syndrome. That's what we call it.
It's relatively clever.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though, obviously, Clow, your name, doesn't. It's not really Clow. If it was Clow, it's even better.
Do you know my sister are killing me for telling this, right?
Hello, Rich.
What?
Hi, Rich.
Oh, it's Rich McKenzie.
Great collection video, Rich. Really enjoyed that. Nice to see. Rich started collecting Funko Pops around the same time as I did, and I think he's got even more than me. And I think I've over collected over 7 months, is it now?
Well, I've been collecting like about 3 years, and I think you've almost got as many as I have.
Who?
You.
Rich.
You.
Me?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah. What about all them on your sofa and everything?
Oh yeah, no, but half of them I'm selling, they don't count.
God, bloody hell, Rick. God, no, you've gone way more than what I have. Like, I think I'm at 70 something now.
Oh
Bloody
yeah,
hell,
I've got more.
nearly got-
oh maybe not then. I think I've got
What it
close
is,
to 200.
I've just done a video on every pop and Funko product that I've bought since like October probably, and before that I covered some of the ones that I bought before I started doing videos. So that's why it seems like my collection's so massive.
Yeah, because you're buying them quicker.
A video each time. I've not skipped any. Sometimes I'll do like 2 pops in one video if like they're relevant to one another. But you know, like I did with the Bellas, for instance, even though they were 2 separate purchases from 2 different sellers, I thought I'll just save these for the one video.
Yeah.
But generally, I'll and the 8 bits that I did all the day, Dustin and Lucas, but they were from the same seller, and I had to open them both. So
there are a few of mine that I've never seen the light of day on video. Partly because some of them were before I started doing YouTube, but others I just had such a backlog. I thought I'm never going to get to do them all, so I'll just do them whenever. Like I said, if I do my collection like Ringo wants me to do, then they'll probably get shown them.
Leroy's done more than me.
Yes, I know he has. Yeah.
If I thought it's not been 6 months for you, Lee. I thought it was more something like about 4 or 5 months. Although I have heard rumours on the grapevine that Leroy is looking to scale his pop collection down.
Oh.
Well,
he keeps them getting told off for buying too many.
Leroy, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's like he's regretting buying things like Norbert and just like impulse purchases like that.
Yeah.
Like I know Norbert was an early pop for you, Lee, and it's like you think you're looking at him on your shelf now, thinking, "Oh, that's taking up some room for a Game of Thrones one." That.
Yeah. Well, they actually had a lot of the Game of Thrones pops available.
Well. I actually thought you were a Grease fan, Lee, so I didn't actually think of them. But I always thought, Norbert's a nice pop, but it's like it's like it's got to be an import.
Well, you know, Lee, he likes an angry beaver.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how is Abigail?
Oh damn!
Oh, that's gonna get a slap later.
Oh damn!
Jimmy, what have you done?
Jimmy's hiding. He's regretting what he said.
The process of going into hiding and like getting a new identity, because I think I'm going to need one. Like, new passport, birth certificate, the works.
Well, Jimmy, you've nearly got more pops than me. I've got 76, and I've been collecting for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Didn't you sell a lot of these, though?
You do sell some of yours from time to time, though, Will, don't you? Because you sold a lot. You had icons recently, didn't you? Yeah,
they're all gone now.
What is it?
I mean, go on. No, go on, Chase.
I was just going to say, what is it with that, though, Will? Why do you sort of like buy a load and then sell them?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just get bored of them.
Impulse purchases and...
Yeah, probably is. Yeah. I'm probably like, I really want that at the time, and then when I get it, I'm like,
some of your impulse purchases, Will, are like they're quite expensive ones to begin with. Because I remember you were selling some of those had icons. I mean, well, most of them really. None of them were like really.
Oh, pardon me.
Apart from maybe Big Boy. Big Boy's always cheap.
Yeah, I've still got him. I can't get rid of
him. Leroy says to scale down, should he sell Norbert and do others he don't want, or just do giveaways?
You won't get a lot for Norbert.
I'd do both. Like, look at the values of them. The ones that you think you might make a few quid back on, then sell them, and then the rest just bunga. You could do like a big giveaway or something one day. Don't do it until after May the 5th, obviously.
If and when we do another one, you could stick Norbert in that lot.
Wait, who's Norbert? Am I having a blonde moment?
Right,
no,
the
it's
Angry
someone out
Beaver, the Angry Beavers.
which is a program I'd never even seen before. Like,
Yeah, it
I
was
think it's an American
semi-entertaining.
cartoon that's
Yeah.
like no one really liked over here, but for some
No,
reason,
I thought it was all right.
Pop's
Two
been doing it.
that hence the Angry Beavers comment because it was called Two Angry Beavers.
No.
Rachel's main collection is Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, and Horror, and Walking Dead. You've got a few wrestling pops, haven't you, Ray? I don't think you've got loads. I mean, wrestling is my major collection, just numbers wise. But I like TV comedy and stuff like the sitcoms that I'm into. I like to get those, like Parks and Rec.
Yeah, it'd be some sort of a bit diverse show, shall we say?
Angry Beavers is the best, says Avid. Well, fair enough, Avid. I might enjoy it if I watched it. I have no idea.
They need to make Captain Chicken. That would be brilliant.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, Mama had a cow, Daddy had a chicken, or something like that. Daddy was proud. He didn't care how.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Lee, impulse purchase. Yeah, that's the thing. You've got to be careful because that's the thing. They literally are impulse purchase because the impulse is just to get more and more. It's addictive enough when like you're trying to stick to like only the ones you really want. Like what I am. I'm still dead impatient to complete a set.
Yes.
Like I've got 2 left in the Friends set now, and if somehow I pop in a box, muck up my next sub box, then I won't get them, and it's going to piss me off for 2 reasons. But you know, once I start a range, I just want to get it done, and I know it's mainly my problem because I'm just too, I want them all now. But
it's funny people saying about sets though. Yes, I have.
Kyle, thank you, Kyle. Happy Easter to you too. You're having a good weekend. Sorry, Jace, carry on.
Hey, Kyle, hello, mate. Hope you're good. No, just saying about the sets and stuff. Like the Masters Universe one that Rich was going on about, right? Now, I've not collected all the characters because some of them I'm not familiar with and some of them I just thought looked a bit crap. Like Buzz Off, I didn't get Buzz Off. I didn't get Fakor. And there was another one that came out and I didn't bother with that one either because I just thought, yeah, they're not the main characters. And I said I won't be... Go on, sorry.
I've pre-ordered the US Office ones, Rich. Yeah, that's a collection. I had to have all those straight away. No question, because it's my favourite show. That is that's like the ultimate collection for me. That, and when they come, wow, that's going to be a day of merriment in the Barnes household.
Hey,
funny me here.
Yeah, well, mate, Rich, you like what you like. That's the thing, right? If I mean, it's a different pop. I will give it that, and I normally do try to go for the different looking pops, a bit sort of obscure looking ones, but just didn't appeal to me. As I said, I wasn't really familiar with that character, so I wasn't that bothered.
It's a cool looking pop, that Buzz Off, but I haven't seen any Masters of the Universe really since I was a kid. So it doesn't hold quite the level of nostalgia that certain other things might from around that period. I don't know. Maybe I remember playing with the toys.
Yeah, I had a bunch of the action figures.
Yeah, I remember watching the cartoon sometimes, but just none of it's really sort of stuck with me for some reason, for whatever reason. It would be boring if we all like the same thing. That's true. Mr. Jam says he's got 213 pops, 60 WWE ones.
I didn't even know there were 60 WWE ones.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah, because if you look on the boxes, they're up to about number 70 odd now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
17 Jurassic World and part of your biggest collections. Yeah, I cancelled my pre-order for the Amazon exclusive Becky Lynch because I thought that would take ages. I ordered it off American Amazon, so it wasn't expensive.
Yeah.
But now that I know that there's a common one, and I don't really mind which one I have.
Does it? No.
Well, they both look good. It's not like one's a chase, so it feels more special. Although one is an exclusive, so there is that sort of element to it. But my wrestling pops I don't keep in box anyway, so it's not like I'm going to be showing off like, oh, this has got an Amazon sticker on it because the box.
Ooh.
I'm not a sticker. I'm not a sticker whore.
No, me.
Stickers don't, you know.
I like having my stickers on the ad icons and everything that I've got in box, but other than that, I couldn't give a shit. I know I've got like there's some James Bond ones that I know are missing stickers, but they're out of box anyway, so I'm not going to bother. Like,
I'm not much of a sticker person either.
yeah.
I think Mr. Jam. The only way we're going to get Red Dwarf pops is if someone custom makes them. To be fair, I don't think we'll ever see the light of day.
I'm trying to think how
Never
popular
say never.
America. I mean, I
Well,
know
true.
it's vaguely possible.
If they can make a Justin Bieber pop, they can make Red Dwarf.
Yeah, but come on, right? Even if you can't stand Bieber, and I fucking hate the little shit, right? You know, he is amazingly popular with the kids. That's why he got made.
Yeah,
Because they knew it would sell. Red Dwarf used to be big in America because they were going to do an American version. And I think there was actually I think I've seen the pilot of it and it was shit. Yeah. But you know, I mean, it might happen. You know, if it gets a resurgence in popularity again.
Yeah.
Yeah, only Fools and Horses isn't happening, Lee. We seem to talk about this quite frequently.
I really love them to do that.
Yeah. Look, trust me, the amount of times I've rewatched Only Fools and Horses over the years, nothing would make me jizz my pants quicker than getting. It's not happening. It's just not happening, mate.
Yeah, I'd love it if they did a pop ride though, with the tin wagon.
It would be great. I'm not denying it, but it's
That's
Funko got to draw the line. Now, if Funko decided to open like a proper sort of Europe branch, and like as a proper territory rather than us getting American cast off, then I'd say never say never. But while everything's sort of America centric, I think
you know why we're getting a lot more of the pops now than we used to, don't you?
Well,
do you remember Underground Toys?
Ah, yes.
Right.
I mean, I know of them. I mean,
yeah. Well, a lot of the figures used to get in places like Forbidden Planet, all the rest of it would come with Underground Toys stickers rather than the main American stickers, and Funko bought them out. Yeah,
I think I've got one somewhere.
I've got quite a few of them. Yeah,
it's mainly the.
My name's not Rodney, it's Dave.
Yeah, you know the
my name's not Dave, it's Rodney. I got that. The reason I got that the wrong way around is because I did a YouTube poop, like a little one of that scene, and I switched them so that he actually said, "My name's not Rodney, it's Dave," which is the wrong thing.
Yeah,
but that's how it comes across on the YTP. Sorry. Bloody hell, Ringo. Look at what you've done now. You've made me make a tit out of myself.
That's easy enough done, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah. Right, carry on. Right, someone's showing something there. Will you show us something?
No.
Yeah. The Underground Toys.
Yeah, I was just showing Underground Toys.
You know the silver stickers we get now with exclusive on.
Yeah,
they're the ones that replaced Underground Toys.
Yes, sadly.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think that's why we get a lot more of the traces and all the rest of it than we ever did, because it used to be really difficult to get hold of them. Now you can go in the shop and you can buy a chase.
Yeah.
I know. 96 WWE pops. Bloody hell.
Yeah,
96.
I can believe it. I mean, yeah, but if you think, I mean, compared to like Marvel and Star Wars and Harry Potter and Walking Dead, that's still a small range, really.
Oh,
if you think
relatively speaking, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Well, I never collect all the WWE ones, and that's for certain.
No, and that's why I like getting them, because I don't feel anxious to like complete a collection, because there's there's always going to be wrestlers that I'm not bothered about getting. Like, I can happily live without trying to think of a good example.
John Cena.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a good example. I can happily live without a John Cena pop for the rest of my collecting days. So, whereas like other lines, like sort of sitcoms and stuff, if I've got one, I want to get all the rest. But with wrestling,
If they
you pick and choose really.
if they do a Kofi Kingston with the belt, then I might be inclined to get Kofi Kingston, but I don't want him with the unicorn shit on and all that lot. Part of the New Day
I
pack.
quite like the New Day 3-pack, but I'd only get it if I saw it at an absolute bargain.
Well, yeah, maybe then.
Bubble Box Toys were selling it over WrestleMania weekend, and it was like 30 quid, which isn't bad. With 3 pops, I don't think it's bad.
It's 10 quid each, you know.
But at the time, I thought, no, I'll leave it. So, but if I saw it maybe a little bit less, like 25 or something somewhere, then the value on the Funko pack of that 3-pack's only something daft, like about 12 quid. But they work their valuations out anyway. It's like, well, I know it's American centric, but even so, it's just off.
I know I'm not like a massive Bret Hart fan. Right, he's got his place in history, obviously, and I respect him for what he's done. But I do like that new Bret Hart pop that's coming out. It looks a lot better than the old one.
Hey, I've got the old one.
Yeah, but he's got the glasses are done proper like metallic and that.
Yeah, the glasses look like it's proper pink metallic. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It does look nice.
Leroy says he's got a new contact. You can't easily walk into well, yeah, some shops are now just not putting chasers out. Either because the staff are keeping them for themselves, or they're just keeping them like behind the counter or whatever. Certain people have to request them, which is all right. But if like someone like me who doesn't really like talking to people when they're out, I mean, what do you do? Like, I just feel a bit of a prick walking up to the cat. Excuse me, do you have any chase pops?
just say it.
And when the Gauntlet gets in the Entertainer in Chesterfield, they're like, well, what's the chase? What you on about?
Oh no, the ones in our one, they
keeping behind the counter. Oh no, we had all them.
Yeah. No, my one says that they don't keep them behind the counter. They put them straight out if they get them. So it must vary from store to store.
So Lee, this guy called Ben, you said to him, "Call you next Tuesday," did you? Right. Contact Lee, but okay.
Yeah. They get a bit over familiar with you, Lee.
Yeah, exactly. See, that happened to Lee today. Like, what's the change? What's the change? Yeah, it's like, and then you've got to stand there like an absolute nerd and explain about Funko Pops. Yeah. Oh, well, I collect little dolls.
They're not dolls.
I'm not self-conscious generally, but like in a shop setting, I think I would be really self-conscious, just sort of standing there.
I don't give a shit. You know me, I'll talk to any fucker. I don't care.
Well,
it was, right. So just to put an example on it, and I wasn't pissed when I did it, right? Although I was getting there, I wasn't pissed, right? When I had my 40th birthday, we were in the club that in the bar that I'd hired and that for me and my mates, and there were people walking past and we'd be going, right? We had a bag of plastic teaspoons. I was going, have a spoon, just to random people, no reason. And they were like, "Oh, cheers, mate, thank you." It was an in joke because it was an in joke because it's a bit of my typing ability.
The perfect one for Piers Morgan's life stories when your turn comes on that. Oh well, Piers, you want to hear what I did with some spoons once?
I gave it to random strangers.
Dover Entertainer was. Oh, you're in Dover today, were you, Rach? Yeah, Mr. Jam says when you've sort of sorted through all the 2-packs, 3-packs, etc., it's 58 different WWE wrestling. Yeah, I mean it's a smallish compared to like Marvel. I mean, Lee, I saw you said you were starting to collect Marvel now. I mean, Leroy, don't you? Isn't that going to be an overwhelming kind of collection? Because if you're just saying any Marvel, I mean that's going to
yeah.
You know, you're wanting to scale down, then probably the
I wish
wrong
you good luck.
Yeah, wrong thing to do is make Marvel your next collection.
I'm just gonna scale down. Yeah, let's buy some Marvel.
The only Marvel
Oh.
ones I'm collecting are the comic book ones. I'm not collecting any of the movie ones, right? The only
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing with Stranger Things. Yeah, so it's if you can sort of say definitely no to certain ones and then yes or maybe to the others, then you stand half a chance of not being overwhelmed by it.
The only, I think, sort of exception I've made is I did buy a Gaming Universe Spider-Man pop. That's Mr. Negative, but he is part of the comics. So, I know.
Over and said he was mainly selling fork crap pops. Really, yeah. Oh, yeah, fed up of seeing that. Really do. So, Will, did you say you were still scaling down? You, like I said, you've got rid of a lot already. So, what other ones do you think you're going to be?
I've just got a few.
Getting...
Got,
Yeah, but like, I know you're never going to get rid of your Doctor Who's, are you? And it sounds like you've
got enough cardboard bloody boxes.
Oh, bloody hell.
You want to see my corner of my room?
As well.
I've got shitloads of cardboard boxes again. I've only just taken a load down the shed and now I've got a load more.
I'm never going to get rid of my Doctor Who ones because they're like...
No, I didn't think you were.
Yes, Craig.
Priceless.
Yes, Craig. I said Mr. Negative. I've got one. Very nice Easter too.
Mate. I hope you're having a nice Easter, Craig.
I haven't got anything else to get rid of, to be honest with you.
No, I didn't think you had because you've sold quite a lot. Because, I mean, like you know that Cheerios honeybee that you had. You couldn't have had that. You couldn't have had that very long before you decided to sell it, surely, because
I think
it's not that old, is it?
No, it's quite recently come up, but I think I had it for 2 weeks, and then I decided I was like, nah.
I think that's the thing because I wasn't going to collect the South Park ones because when I first saw the pictures, I thought, they don't really look that great. And then my mate got one, and I thought, you know what, they're not actually that bad. So then I started collecting them. So I've gone the opposite way, just to be different, just to be me.
I won't get all the Walking Dead ones. I'm just going to get ones I like my favourite characters. But
yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
I think there is that many Walking Dead ones to get.
Yeah, Star Wars ones now. It's a case of as and when. Star Wars, it's a case of as and when now, and I sort of leave that open as they.
Star Wars. I mean, that's if you're a massive Star Wars fan, and a completist.
But I know I'm never going to be able to afford all of them. So
yeah, but like some people, it'll be playing on the mind all the time. I mean, I know certain things. Like more for like my music collecting and stuff. I'm like, I hate having this hole in my collection.
Oh yeah.
Funko Pop, right there, yeah. Oh, I'm getting them.
Well, I thought I had all that. We said about that. I thought I had all the Iron Maiden albums, and I don't have the first one. I thought I had it. Could have sworn that I had it, and it's not there. I can't find it. If I did have it, someone nicked it.
What was the first Iron Maiden? I might have a spare one downstairs.
I think it was just called Iron Maiden.
Oh,
it was before Bruce Dickinson joined.
I think I have that one.
It was like the very first release. I'd have to have a look because I can't remember off the top of my head.
I've got a load of Iron Maiden downstairs.
Have you? I didn't think you'd be into that sort of stuff, to be honest, Will.
Oh, they're all me dad's vinyls. He left them here. I haven't
mate, if they're vinyls.
Oh.
Yeah, too right. Especially if they're original.
I've got original Beatle vinyls that were my granddad.
Yeah. You ask your dad if he don't want them, and as long as they ain't stupid expensive, mate, I'll have them off of him.
Oh, I haven't told him they're here.
Yeah. Jason, like, you really think you can pick up like some rare Beatles for a song here? Like,
why not?
Will, if you want to make
let me go and get some.
get them value.
Yeah, I'll give you £5 for the lot.
I'm trying to look at some of these comments here. Rich, get rid of your Aquaman pops, the hiding behind other pops. Is Rich still here? I think Rich is still here. You not that much of a fan of Aquaman then? Stop making
I
noise,
want to
Will.
see the vinyl.
I think Will's decided to go to the toilet. Sounds like he's having a strain.
Well, you'll end up dropping them all down the stairs and breaking it.
Ah!
Don't wreck them, otherwise you'll diminish the
Yeah.
value.
I've muted. So I've muted Will for now.
They poke a corner off of them and I get them for cheaper.
So I'm still trying to catch up on some of these comments here.
Yeah.
Craig will have 24 marble pops once all this stuff gets here. Nice one, Craig. That's good.
Who wants a preview of some vinyls I got?
Well, I was hoping you were going to save them for a proper video, Jace.
Oh, right, okay, something for a video. Fine, no, that's fine.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You seem a bit reluctant to do it. I thought that'd be right up your street.
Yeah, I will do it. It's just I've had other ones that I'm doing.
Videos as well, it's just like, oh, this is what I've got. It costs this much from this place. Here's the artwork.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll leave it. I'll do one. I'll do one.
All right, go on then.
Right. Can you see it? Or is it too shiny?
Let me present to you for a sec. Hold it there. I'm still not presenting, so just don't. Right, you've been presented now.
Yeah, I'll it back a bit.
Oh, it's 7-inch, is it?
Yeah, 50p.
Oh wow, good song, classic.
Yeah, well, I love the song, so, and I think you can't really tell, but okay, it's got that bit, which is a bit annoying. For it's obviously been in a jukebox, but I'm not that worried. But it looks in pretty good nick, doesn't it?
It does actually.
No scratches that I can see.
Yeah, nice and clean. Like it's not been played too often. Yeah.
No, which is good. Well, 50p. I thought, well, even with the jukebox bits in it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And to be honest, in some ways, I kind of like that because it's saying, it has been played, right? And it was in some pub or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. That's that one. That's the only one I'll do.
Yeah, I mean, if you could do like a regular series, like here's some vinyl that I've got. I personally, I mean, obviously you can't just sort of do videos catering to me, although really you should, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
it's divine influence.
I would like to see, like, you know, like you wanted to do reviews, like, I've listened to this, and you know. Then fair enough, but just kind of like, you know, like kind of unboxings, but of records and things. And
I've got a lot of vinyl. We've seen all the DVD, all the CDs I've got behind me. And there's about, hang on, what we got? 1, 2, 3.
Here, Jace, here's a bit of a spoiler for an upcoming video of mine.
Yeah. It was that Prince thing today or this evening.
Right.
Evening?
Yeah. I've got a story to tell you. Well, it's not really a story. It's just
go on then.
Yeah, that went up on numerous websites at 1 minute past midnight, this morning.
Last morning. Yeah,
and I'll tell you, I had three. I'd registered on 3 different sites. Got my card details in a couple of them. Ready, refreshing the pages. I reckon bots had them all. Because there was instantly gone.
Oh, so I won't be able to get it then.
You can. No, people are selling them on eBay, but
I know, but stupid prices.
People are now selling it for about 30 quid. And I'm like, I don't want it.
I'm not that. No.
I wanted it for 12 quid. And like I reckon the bots got it because it just seems weird how, and I was ready, I was poised. 3 sites I had up, couldn't get it.
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really surprise me because it's one of the better ones.
I treated myself to something. I treated myself to something cheap that I found less about 1 in the morning. Nothing to do with record store day and everything. Welcome back, Will. I had to mute you for a while, Will, because of
noise, straining noises.
Right, who's ready?
Hang on, sorry. Let me catch up on some of these comments before you start.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to sing Toto Africa, no. And if Jason starts singing, he's getting muted.
Dun, 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 dun.
This Rach, Jason will know vaguely. He won't know exactly what it is, but he knows what.
Oh,
what
you
gender-
got one. Did you get one of them or all of them? If it's
I
what I
didn't get
think
it.
you're on about.
Did I mention one to you?
You mentioned there was
Which one? Yeah, you
some
can
stuff
say it.
you wanted to get. There was about 12 of them or something like that.
Oh no, not it's not the Bjork ones. No,
right, okay. I
no.
thought that's what it was.
No, they're tempting. I'll tell you what else they've brought out. They've reissued all their early albums and they're on different coloured cassettes. Bananarama.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tenner each at Bananarama's official site. They look really nice as well.
Yeah.
As nice as the Bjork
Yeah,
ones.
never been a massive fan of them either.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I do prefer... I like them both, but I do prefer Bananarama, I have to be honest. So I'm kind of leaning more towards getting them.
Set me free. I found the
Oh, right.
having the first degree.
What did I fucking warn you about 2 minutes ago? Right, no, I was supposed to be catching up on... Yeah, now, Rach, this will get open in a video, hopefully, maybe sometime this week, because I'm waiting for 2 other similar things in the post. Anyway, I just wanted to show that to Jason briefly.
No
right.
problem.
Will, we are ready when you are now, I think.
Go ahead,
Right.
sir.
Who's fan of
Right,
Adam and the Ants?
I'm a
Who
fan of Adam and the Ants, yes.
Adam and the Ants.
Yep, got it.
Prince Charming.
Oh, I
Now,
don't know, actually. I
who
don't know
likes
if I have got the vinyl. I'm not sure.
Good Morning Vietnam?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
We've got original Bob Marley.
Hooray!
We've
Nice.
got Super Trooper, ABBA.
Oh, fuck right off.
We've got Status Quo.
Nah, yeah.
Aerosmith.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I used to have that on tape years ago.
We Salute You, AC/DC.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Now, this has to be one of my favourites. This is Thin Lizzy.
All right, yeah.
Now,
Is that the live? Is that the live one?
This is it's double record, whatever you bloody call it. It's Thunder and Lightning.
Ah, right, okay.
Yes. Now, speaking of Star Wars, we have an original Star Wars vinyl.
I've got that. It's
Ooh.
not. It's not. Yeah, it's not the actual proper theme. They've added bits to it, and it's not John Williams either. It's all different tunes. Yes, shut up.
Oh no, I see it. It's got UFO, space, Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah, all different ones.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a good album though. Yeah, I've got that.
Now about the Iron Maiden ones, my mum said she put them up in the loft. So
Oh, bugger.
yeah, we've got
Well, I hope they're in
Metallica.
good- Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Nah.
Guns N' Roses.
Cool.
We've got an original with the Christmas album. We have Motorhead.
They did a Christmas album.
Yeah, this is. I think that was a Christmas one. It's in the back. Now I know this is going to be worth a pretty penny due to.
Jingle bells, bitch! Jingle bells, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
Look,
I don't know how many
Christmas.
warnings you expect, Jason, but you know the drill. No singing.
Oh, yeah, but
Okay.
it's not a proper song though, so it doesn't count.
There you go.
Yeah, cool.
That's cool. That I like.
Yeah, I
that.
do like that.
I've never seen that before.
No.
We've got Kraftwerk,
Oh,
Hey.
cool. Excellent.
and
Nice.
here are the two original in
Ooh.
somewhat mint condition Beatles,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
that's about it.
Mono,
Yeah.
yeah, mono. They've got the mono
Yeah.
thing on them, so it's
Yeah.
likely they are originals as well. I mean, they have re-released stuff in mono, but it's been the.
Is that Let It Be that one?
No,
That's a Hard Day's Night.
Ah, yeah, because I've got Let It Be. I didn't know if they. I didn't know if mine was the original because it was released in 1974, but I think it is.
One way you can check if it's original is the actual
Sorry,
sticker
what
thing that goes on the.
in 74? Sorry, Jace.
Yeah, let it be.
No, that came out in 1970, mate.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, I meant 1970. Sorry,
Yeah, this is
It
a
is-
hard day's night, and
it was after they split up.
so,
Anyway,
Yeah.
after they split up.
there's a way you can check.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure mine is, but I wasn't 100%
Yeah.
certain.
No, Will, if you want to know about prices and stuff, use a site called
Don't
Discogs.
tell him about prices. I want to get him for a bargain. He doesn't need to know the prices.
Jason,
I heard that you want the set for £5, Jason.
Mouth a chance for a minute. I'm trying to help out Will here because, like, if he's able to sell some of these, he could actually earn some good money.
Yes, he could.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, Discogs.com, William. Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not, but I am now.
Right, go on there and then just look up everything you've got, and then like look up the catalog numbers and everything. Make sure they tally, and then you'll be able to get some idea of valuations.
Wait, what's it called again?
Discogs.
Discogs.com.
Discogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
As in discographies. That's a mansplain again, Jimmy. Sorry.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine when it's helping someone out regarding collecting or selling. And yeah, even more mansplaining can be acceptable. Biggins's got 2 Beatles CD. I've got all Beatles on CD because CD's mainly what I collect on. CDs I don't think are particularly fun, but you know, it's convenient.
It depends what you get though, because I got Prince Diamonds and Pearls on CD, and that came with a holographic cover.
Diamonds and Pearls. It's my
That's a great album. It's a great album. I love it.
Search Marketplace. The Beatles.
Prince and the New Power Generation.
Mm-hmm. Rich sold his late dad's Elvis LPs, about 10 to 15 of them. You got a couple £100. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's quite good.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a load of Elvis, Elvis collectors out there. Were you laughing
Nothing. Oh, fuck.
You laughing at me, Lisa Monster?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. They're all in. Oh, no, they'll see the pound.
Yeah. But no, I mean, go on.
Well,
He's just seen the price of one of them. He's in the money now. Will's loving it.
I told you need to look it up.
Well,
and
I don't know. It might change further down the line, but the help one goes for like £50 alone.
Oh, that's relatively cheap actually.
But there's a guy. If you've heard of a place called Battlesbridge, it's like a huge place where they sell like World War II memorabilia and all that kind of stuff. But there was a guy down there who buys and sells vinyls.
Yeah.
And he had this one, the Hard Day's Night one, and to buy it, he would give you like £230.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So you know that you can make some good money out of it.
That's if he's still there.
Well,
I think you need to put yourself on eBay, William.
Yeah. You let me know when you put them up, mate.
Oh, what the Beatles ones? I don't think I'll ever sell those because they're my grandkids.
Yeah. No, I mean no, but I mean any of the stuff you do consider selling, let me know.
But they are the ones that.
But you can have the Motorhead one.
Maybe that Motorhead thing will be pretty valuable. Yeah, look up that Motorhead thing. See how much that goes for.
Oh,
wait, we're doing the bloody marketplace on here again.
Welcome, market.
We're doing marketplace on here again. Why is it not selling shit on here?
I'm not selling pops this time.
He's selling records, and Jason's only one who's got a record player. So Jason,
and Jason's having an orgasm.
Put your hand in your pocket. Right, let's spend Jason's gyro for him. Right, come on, everyone.
Yeah.
Right, Motorhead. Which one is this? It's
who's posting what now?
Bomber. It says Bomber.
Rachel's got Help, Please Please Me, Hard Day's Night, and Love album. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got all them. I've got a box set that's got all the studio albums in. You know, probably my favourite Beatles albums that I'll listen to repeatedly. I like the anthology series. I don't care what anyone else says. I've got
That's a
that's
bummer.
where I was Paddington back then.
See, a lot of the stuff that came out, well, obviously the 60s, I was too young. And a lot of the 70s stuff, the classic 70s and 80s albums, I was too young, really, to be able to afford half the records. So now it's a case of, oh, I can get that, you know.
Jesus Christ, the limited edition. Oh,
Go on.
the Christmas one alone goes for £535.
Fucking hell. Well, I won't be buying that off you anytime soon, mate.
Right.
And it's my dad's, and I haven't told him about it. I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Well, no, but you might earn 500 quid if you
Yeah.
play your cards right. That'd be good enough for me.
Yeah. I can't afford that, though. That's way too expensive.
I'm gonna put that in a.
Yes. Do it as a giveaway.
I'm giving away Christmas album, limited edition, worth £535.
Yeah.
But I thought I'll give it away for nothing. Joe, I think instead of doing a pop giveaway, I think I should do like a vinyl giveaway.
You might get people invested, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone likes Kraftwerk.
I do quite like them. I don't know many of their songs, but I know a few of them, and all the ones I know are good.
I've not got any Brandy Rach. No.
I can't do that.
The only one I like is the Model.
Yeah, well, that's the one I was just going to sing, but I decided not to because Jimmy told me off.
Dun, 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 dun. She's a model and she's looking good.
Yeah, no, I'll have to have a look at my vinyl because I'm sure some of them are worth a bit. Like that in that Enjoy the Silence 15-minute remix I've got. Honestly, it's 15 minutes long.
Jesus, 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's 4 different DJs that mixed it. Some of it's orchestral, and you've got dancey bits in it, and all the rest of it. If anyone remembers Bomb the Bass,
yeah,
it's done by Tim Simonon, that was the bloke who was in that.
Oh right.
Yeah, well, I like a lot of his stuff because he's a good mixer and producer.
Oh wow! Hang on, what's this?
Don't make me wait.
Just looked in the original Metallica one, and it comes with. What the hell is this? Oh wow! It comes with.
Yeah, but don't look at the poster. You spoil it.
Comes with a poster.
You've taken 20% off the value now because you've touched it.
I think you're exaggerating a little there, Jason. As long as you come back carefully, I think you'll be all right. You just need to be careful with some of these things.
Yeah.
It's got the original drummer in it as well.
Yep.
Rachel's got a Hollies box set. Oh wow! I've not heard any Hollies years.
I can't remember which one left. It's Jason Newsted or Kirk Hammett, and I can't remember which one it was.
What, the original Metallica?
Yeah.
No, the original Metallica drum. No, that was
the original.
No, sorry, no. I was thinking of the bass guitarist. He died, didn't he?
No. What the fuck? Dave Mustaine from Megadeth was in Metallica for a while.
Absorbed some of the
pain. Yeah.
Through your eyes. Yeah.
Well. Have I missed something again?
Yeah. Just you two are just conducting, your own conversation over this, and missing out on all the chat. Yeah.
I was thinking about Cliff Burton. That's the one I was thinking about. He died in the coach death, didn't he? He got. Squished, I
think so. Yeah.
He got squished by a coach. I think. Yeah. Nasty way to go.
Nice.
Sadly.
What are you eating now?
Delicious. I'm having a gorgeous carrot cake.
Oh, Belgialistic. Savoury items should not be put in puddings. It's wrong.
Yeah, but carrot cake isn't savoury though, is it? It's just
It is.
carrot as an ingredient. It's not. What carrot cake have you been eating, you clown?
So technically, I'm eating fruit as well as a sweet substance.
It's only like putting, I don't know, it's like a substitute for something, isn't it? When you put carrot in.
Bread and butter pudding. That's wrong.
It's to make it more
Bread and
moist.
butter pudding.
Rice pudding is wrong.
Bread and butter pudding with custard. Oh, yummy.
Like I said, you shouldn't put savoury. The only thing you should get away is cheesecake.
But that's why Will's in trouble still hanging around schools at his age. It's not because he's a nonce or anything. He just wanted to carry on having school dinners.
Wait, who's a nonce?
Oh, miss, I left here 10 years ago. Can I come in and have some spotted dick, please? That's similar, isn't it?
That's gross as well. Spotted dick. That's horrible.
Who's the nonce?
I don't know.
Don't even fucking say it.
He who shall not be named, Lord Voldemort.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are these round things?
Yeah, cheesecake's not savoury, but cheese. Yeah.
Well, isn't it? It's cream cheese, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, cream cheese is pretty versatile. It's good for savoury and sweet dishes, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
I made
love
pasta
cheesecake.
with cream cheese, and
It took me ages to get to the idea of cheesecake, though, and then I had some caramel one, and it was bloody lovely.
I make an excellent cheesecake.
Yeah, but no. What? So they just get these random laughters. You think, okay, what's he done now? He's stuck.
In the beginning, God created Eve? ? Leroy Screwballs has gone all religious on us, people. So.
I don't know what you're on about now.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ, I think you just rumbled the whole live stream there.
I think Jason's been a bit too comfortable in his own skin again. He tends to do this, like when we've been on live for an hour now, he kind of forgets that he's under very strict instructions, and he thinks that it'll just.
I think he's forgot his computer's turned on.
It's not the fact that I burnt that made me laugh. It's the fact the fucking comments I got. You bastards.
Mr. Jam makes a mean chocolate cheesecake, which is about 2,000 calories a slice.
Fucking
I like chocolate and I like certain cheesecakes, but I've never been bothered about chocolate.
The thing is, though, you're not supposed to go and buy 20 Yorkie bars and layer it all on top.
Oh, yum.
You lot are slow. Yeah, we must be Lee, because we've got no... Hey, Lee, haven't you finished your dinner yet? You were supposed to be coming on, weren't you?
Who's coming on?
Lee.
Oh.
No, you haven't told him off.
Hey, it's not as bad as yours.
Your fucking earthquake, that was nothing. In fact, that was slightly disappointing, though.
Jason's Bert would start a Cold War all over again.
Well, yeah.
Quick, get into the bunker.
Yeah. The Soviet Union rearming themselves now.
There was a major hit on our map. Quick, rearm the Soviet arm.
Rich tried making cheesecake with Danish blue once. Tasted shit. Oh
yeah. Man, no, that sounds wrong.
I heard that some people do put blue cheese in like sort of cheesecakes and other desserts.
Moldy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like moldy and blue cheese anyway.
Has anybody tried the salted caramel? Because that sounds wrong.
Oh, salted caramel.
It's I don't like caramel generally, so it's not for me. But apparently, if you're into caramel, then salted caramel's even better. But I can't speak from experience on that one.
Yeah. I do like caramel.
Leroy Scribble can't join us yet because BGT is on and you're banned from speaking. You know, Leroy, since you've moved in with Abigail, you're just a bollockless little twat, you are. Oh, I can't.
These, right. I want to clarify for something for people that don't know, right? Leroy and Jimmy, right, actually have a kind of a bromance thing going on.
Yeah, true.
Right. So, you know, they're things they say to each other, they're having a lover's tiff.
Well, yeah, because most of the time I'm just sort of thinking about all the photos of Leroy topless that I've seen.
Exactly.
No, Lee, I don't blame you because I wouldn't argue with Abby. I'm already worried that Abby will find out what I said about her beaver earlier on. I shouldn't have brought that up again because that'll remind Lee.
Oh dear.
Oh, Abby, Jimmy says you've got an angry beaver.
Yeah, it's not the sort that can build a dam.
Oh no, it was nothing, mate. It was nothing. Yeah.
It's still connected with wood, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It took him a while.
Yeah, I think Kyle only came in very briefly earlier, because I know he's someone else. He's meant to be selling a lot of his pops because he messaged me earlier and asked if I wanted one, and unfortunately, it's one that I've recently ordered with a bunch of others. So, I've said to Kyle, if you can get me a list of all the ones you're selling, then I'll try and pass it around a few people. Anything interesting?
Anything people are selling. I'm not saying I want it, but
fuck! Nice to have a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like these streams that end up as
fuck!
Like auctions where, like today, we've had Will auctioning off his dad's Motorhead collection, and
his dad doesn't even know.
One.
Jason in the past going through a load he's sold. I mean, although I've bought one off you before, Jason. I bought that one for my daughter.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in so much trouble, Rach. Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
But he goes looking for it, Rach. Don't feel sorry for him. He brings it on himself.
Sorry. Yeah, I do. I just.
He can't help himself.
My brain just doesn't engage before my mouth goes in gear. That's the other way around. My mouth doesn't engage before my brain goes. You know what I mean? It's one of those.
I tell you, the thing is, he's got the audacity to say that I talk a lot of bollocks, and then he comes up with stuff like that.
Oh, I'm not talking bollocks. All right. Yeah. Everyone who's on here in chat and bored of Jimmy and his Let's Have a Slice bollocks, please subscribe to my channel and check out my About section. Click on my PayPal link and send me money. Well, all right. Why, Leroy? Let me work this out. Why would me saying "Let's have a slice"? It's called a catchphrase, by the way, Lee. You ought to think about getting one before you hit your 70th birthday. What exactly has that got to do with people giving you money? Like, what if they give you money? I'm going to stop saying it. No, if they gave me money, I'm not going to stop saying it. So it's even less likely to give you money. I'm going to stop saying it. Let's have a slice.
Well, it's like me.
Even more now, you should know that reverse psychology is just it's what I'm all about. The more someone says I shouldn't do something, the more I'll do it. It's why I've been known.
Well, keep saying let's have a slice.
Contrarian prick.
Oh, they're so lovely together, aren't they? Don't they make such a wonderful couple?
Yeah.
No, because
he's just trying to have he sent a little video about having a slice and catchphrase. I've got more catchphrase. Yeah, well, I like a catchphrase. That's the thing. Like, I think because I've been doing Periscope for like 4 years, I've like certain phrases on there that I'll repeat, and people get fed up of them, and like they start moaning in the chat, and then that makes me laugh that they're getting annoyed That's the thing. If I think it annoys someone, it makes it more funny to me. So
Yeah.
I keep doing it.
Well,
And then the joke, then the fact that I'm,
I think the only one I do is my orange scissors bit, and I don't do that often. Orange
You don't
scissors.
you don't like the having a slice catchphrase. It reminds me of cake, right? And being reminded of cake's bad, is it, Lee?
Yeah. No, you shouldn't mention cakes. Okay, cakes are bad. Okay.
Let's have a cake.
Okay.
Reminds me of pizza. I love it. Yeah, there we are. Rich loves it. Hey, thank you, Rich, for your support. Yep. Just think of it. as
Support your local community today.
Jimmy, does anything happen to Steve in Stranger Things? Well, I won't give any spoilers out, Rach. So I don't really want to answer that, Rach, because I know you're near the beginning, and yeah.
Well, Leroy, you could eat the box if you wanted to. There's nothing to stop you from doing it.
Let's have a slice, because I'm slicing through
He's opened the box open. Yeah, it's slicing tape.
Leroy's analysing it like he's fucking, I don't know,
After
the day or something. Like analysing bloody.
See, this is why you need me to mansplain things to people, because they don't get it.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, Jason, I think we're going to need you around for a long term.
You slice like a girl.
This is all because I called you a bollockless little twat because you sat there having to shut up because Abby's watching Britain's Got Shitty Talent and you're there not allowed to even fart because you're going to get a smack.
Britain's Got Shite.
Hey, I like Britain's Got Talent.
You're a power tool. At some point, that's a very minor spoiler. I think we can get away with that one, Rich. But yeah, that is true. Oh, it's just you don't like. Well, bear with it, Rach, because I think you may change your mind eventually.
Britain's Got Slices.
Rach loves it because it reminds her of. Yeah, look, I'm all about catchphrases and that. I think, Will, you've got one or two catchphrases, haven't you, that you use from time to time?
Well, Leroy said on one of his videos, "The Fresh Prince of YouTube," and I kind of took it.
Yeah, I was thinking of something else that you've said before.
I say nice quite a lot.
Nice.
I don't really have nice. I don't really have sort of set catchphrase. I think I used to, but I kind of forgot it.
Yeah. Leroy just wants me to mention him in my next video now. As soon as I say let's have a slice, he knows I'm just going to put a heavily doctored photo of him up. Yeah. And I might even put the caption "bollocksless little twat." On.
You want to do a wanted poster, Jimmy? Right of him wanted for bitching about catchphrases, dead or alive.
You can have a catchphrase or two. And most of mine are accidental. I think I said like I'm going to have a slice once, and I watched my video back and I thought, oh, I quite like me saying that. I'll try and say it again the next time, and then it's kind of snowballed, and now it's like. I don't like doing a video where I can't have a slice.
Yeah, and it's
feel right there.
There's the other ones as well. There's welcome.
Well, I'm currently working on a welcome compilation, but I might actually make a let's have a slice compilation.
and hiya, see ya, hiya, see ya, hiya, see ya.
We're doing all that higher and all that shit like Periscope years ago. That's just something I brought over from there. It's a way of starting, like, you know, I subscribe to some people and like they just come straight in with what they're doing. It's like there's no hello or anything. It's just like, so today I got such and such, and it's like, whoa.
Mine's good, whatever. YouTube, that's usually.
Yeah, I can't wait for your. I've been waiting for another one of your parodies for ages, Lee, and yeah. And I hope you do eat a slice of box.
I do have a video idea concerning one of Lee's videos, actually.
Oh no.
Right, it may be better for Jimmy to make it because he's more adept at doing that kind of thing than I am.
Well, I'm keen to do something a little bit different. So yeah, you know, and if it's a good idea, I'll do it.
Okay. Anyway, I shall be back momentarily because I really need to go somewhere.
Oh,
All right.
right. So we have to wait and right. Jason's keeping us in suspense now. Need a fake beard? I'm sure you can find one. Mr. Jam, whenever you do a catchphrase, you should have Mr. Chips walk along the screen. Yeah, that'd be a good little animation. Shanu Zane says, "Did we all vote for Trump?" Yeah, I certainly voted for him, despite the fact that I don't live in the right country. Yeah, I just mailed mine in. I checked the weight at the post office. Said, "Can I send this airmail? It's my vote in the American election." Well, it's your YouTube. Yeah, and that's a good way of starting, Rach. It's just because it's just it's something familiar, and it's like you're not getting right into it straight away.
No, I voted for the Indian boy breakdancing.
Oh, this wasn't about BG. No one else is watching BGT apart from you, Lee, because the rest of us aren't under the thumb.
No, I like BGT. I don't even know why I'm not downstairs watching it.
Oh, charming. So I'm sorry to have kept you from it all this time, Will. Yeah.
No, it's all right. There's not really anyone good on tonight, I don't think.
I did used to watch those sort of things years, but they just get so samey year on year, don't you find? Like, if you've seen one series, you've seen them all.
Yeah. Well, I think I used to watch X Factor, but I actually think they're going to cancel that because a couple of judges won't do it anymore.
Well, yeah, but they just rotate the judges, don't they? I mean, they should have cancelled.
Yeah.
I mean, X Factor's ratings have been in the toilet for years now. I think BG
All right, Leah.
still gets pretty good ratings. So I can understand, even though I don't like watching it anymore, I can understand why they keep it going.
Yeah. We'll check out the Indian breakdancer.
Shane is from Italy in Turin. Juventus won Serie A with Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, Juventus have won the title already, have they? Oh, nice one. I say nice one. Italian football. My team's Napoli, actually. So, does NSFM have Marvel pops? He certainly does. Jason, tell Craig about Marvel pops.
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, I've got those like original Avengers first appearance stuff, bunch of Spider-Man ones. Oh crikey! X-Men, obviously. That's one of my big collections. Yeah. I think that's most of the sort of the ones. I'd have to like do a review or some, do a showcase of them sometimes because I've got quite a few. But I don't get the movie ones. I think the only movie one I've got is Groot. What?
Oh, that's great. What Lee said, he went, Jimmy will be on Britain's Got Talent next year, cutting boxes into slices.
Well, yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'd rather watch that than most of the shit that's on there. To be fair.
Thank you, Jace. Yeah, now you can get back to talking about Marvel. Jason, you're too easily distracted, mate.
Yeah, I know. I think that's the main ones. I've got quite a few of the X-Men ones. Yeah, Spider-Man, as I say. Yeah, I think I've not got a massive amount. I've got quite a few, but not a massive amount. I'm not. As I say, the most of the Marvel ones are movie related, and I'm just don't care about those. I have got the one of my favourites though. I've got the Iron Man with the light up bit.
Oh yeah, I remember you getting that one.
Yeah, that's quite cool. That's simply because it was unique. I mean, there's not another light up one that exists
yet.
Well, true.
I think there's a Batman one that lights up.
Is there?
He is like that on the wrestling panel. Yeah, even Rach has noticed about it, Jace.
What?
You just too easily sort of jump from one conversation to another without any thought to the process.
To be fair, my mum does that to me all the bloody time. She can be talking of some conversation, and then there's something in her head that she knows is a reference to the other subject, but we don't know about it. We don't know what she's thinking, and she suddenly starts talking about something else, and it's like blooming 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. And it's just like, where the hell did that come from? What are you on about? We got no clue. And then she explains it. It makes sense. but only because she sits there and explains it.
Jason, when does Dark Phoenix come out in the cinema? I think that comes out next month.
Crikey, soon, isn't it? Is
next month, I think.
Yeah, May, I think, end of May.
Oh, wait, I have a thing that I got from the cinema. I'll help you with this.
Why am I being presented?
I don't, cause like it's just the main pictures just stayed on me, and I was just wondering why. So I'm trying to sort of right.
See, when you become an unlimited Cineworld.
See, if Will's talking, it should be switching to him, and it's not. So does anyone else?
When you get unlimited Cineworld, which is unlimited by the way, £17 a month.
Yeah.
And you can see any film really, Jimmy. You can see any film when you want, when you like, and you get a little tick sheet to tick off for the films you get to see.
Yeah, that's quite a good idea.
Dark Phoenix comes out in June.
Ah, okay.
May has got a lot of films.
I just hope they do it right, because the X-Men 3 was a bit pish when they tried to do it before.
So is it a reboot of X-Men 3 then?
It's the first class X-Men rather than the original X-Men.
Okay.
Because all the timeline's been changed and everything after was it Days of Future Past or whatever it is?
Yeah. I like that one. That was a good one.
Well,
dancing like an Ewok. Nerd!
There's a lot of films coming out in May. We've got Detective Pikachu, John Wick Chapter 3.
Yeah, I don't get that. Detective Pikachu.
I love John Wick.
No, Detective Pikachu.
No.
Just don't get it.
I mean,
I think it'll be good. We've got Rocket Man.
Yeah, that could be good. As long as it's not another gloss over like Bohemian Rhapsody was.
Yeah.
What else? We've got Aladdin. That looks crap.
Yeah.
And
Will,
yeah.
Will, haven't you always got Aladdin?
that was the joke I was thinking about. I was going to say it about someone else.
That's for you, Jason. That's
Sorry,
for
mate.
you.
I couldn't resist.
No.
Come on, you mate. You know me, mate. If you give me ammunition, I'm going to use it. Keep telling you. You know me long enough.
Oh. Fucking
why is it just on me the main screen? I don't know why it won't switch.
Oh, the new Mary Poppins is crap. I love the new Mary Poppins.
I watched about the first 20 minutes and I thought, this is bollocks. Where's the good songs? All the songs are shit.
Well, all the songs were shit in the original, you big puff.
No, they weren't. They were class.
Easy. Dumbo was excellent.
Oh, yeah. The first dance at my wedding's got to be a spoonful of shagger.
No, it's not.
Just a spoonful of
For a musical, it's a good tune. I can't stand musicals, right, generally, but it's a good tune. Right? And Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, you've got to love that one.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is also quite atrocious.
Will gets it back because Will is an uncloseted homosexual, and it's obvious you're still in. So, Will, I loved your coming out video. I hope you're going to give Jason some tips for his.
Just say,
I don't like fucking Glee. Right, or bloody.
Just all you got to say is, I hope you don't unsubscribe.
You say you're probably going to unsubscribe because you don't like gays.
I was trying to make it funny.
He was covering himself.
Jimmy just made it worse with the YouTube bit.
You can see Jason in tights singing in the rain. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Singing in the rain.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I think that's why I got pissed off with doing amateur dramatics, though, was because of all the bloody pantomimes for singing the shit songs.
You do like Mary To be fair, the Mary Poppins film I think is pretty good. I can live without most of the songs, but I say that about all musicals. It's like just show tunes just irritate me.
The only, they do. They annoy the crap out of me.
The only musical I say I'm actively a fan of, and I don't even know if you can class it as a proper musical, is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, because it's got a few songs in.
It's a movie with songs in it rather than a musical.
Yeah, it's not a musical, is it?
Yeah. No, Avenue Q's good. That's a lot of fun. And I wouldn't mind seeing the Book of Mormon.
Book of Norman.
Yeah, Mormon. Not Norman, Mormon.
Norman.
The Book of Norman.
Hello,
My
can I have a-
name's Norman. This is my book. It's great, isn't it?
Hello, I'm Norman.
Norman. It's like having a bloke called Nigel or something as well. Hello, Nigel.
The only musical Rich liked was South Park, the movie. I've still not seen it.
That's great. That's
Mr.
great.
Fulton Miraz has arrived. King Fulton, as we're supposed to call him. Hello, King Fulton.
King Fulton.
Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a very happy Easter weekend. Hope there's lots of chocolate involved for you.
I'm not. I got a gut rot after eating all that chicken.
Do you know, I didn't get any Easter eggs this year because I think it's just it's a waste of money. That's my opinion anyway.
Well, yeah, some of the bigger Easter eggs, you sort of pay more for packaging after a while, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, if you can get some on offer, they're all right. Like especially the smaller ones.
We're going to get a giant
Tell a
Kinder egg.
lie. Tell a lie. I did get my sister the Minion Easter egg only because it had minions on it and she likes minions.
Oh, did it have any toy in it or anything?
She hasn't opened it yet, but it does come with a big toy.
Oh, matron.
Lovely.
I feel like you're in my head at the moment because, like, you're thinking like in whatever. Like you did that joke earlier on, and get out of my head.
Oh, matron.
I want to stay in here.
There was Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes talking about the Harry Potter Nimbus 2000 broomstick that you used to be able to get, right? And saying that the people using it as a vibrator because the on-off switch.
For God's sake!
And the noise it was making. Whoosh!
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 She likes Lion King the musical. I think my daughter saw that on a school trip only a couple of months ago. No, it was. What was it? She went to see something. It might have been Book of Mormon actually. It wasn't Lion. I don't know. Maybe she's seen both. I can't remember. Sweeney Todd. Yeah, I think I've heard some of the Sweeney Todd songs, and I think they're all right. But
I love Sweeney Todd.
Generally, as a genre, I just can't be doing with it.
I just love Johnny Depp.
Yep. If you want the Harry Potter info, then Rach is your go-to fan. I don't know why you are that.
That's what I'm waiting for next thing because everything's a musical these bloody days.
I love the new Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Harry Potter the musical.
Oh, that'll be good. I was going to go and see Harry Potter and Cursed Child.
Yeah. Hey, bitch.
Harry, I'm a what?
Yeah. Oi, Gryffindor, stop being a whore. Fuck off, bitch. Get your hands off my golden snitch.
Yeah, you really kept it realistic.
It's the adult version.
If you ever get to see Repo the Genetic Opera, that's an amazing musical. I've never heard of it.
Oh,
mustn't be that good then.
Oh, that's bad.
Did you just let one go?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I smell that from here.
You would do, yeah.
It smells of barbecue chicken.
My eyes are watering now.
Yeah, look, see, I didn't even have to say anything. Rach is already saying for me to mute you, Jason. Right. Jason's ain't he just? Like, dirty bastard. Yep. That wasn't me, look.
Jimmy's just mad because I'm saying the things that he's thinking before he gets a chance to say it.
I think it was Will who muted you there. You know this.
Oh, okay. Well, in this Will,
I tried to do it.
I'll return the favour. I'll return the favour to you, mate.
Thank you. La 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 la.
La, 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 la. Oh, I've got an erection.
All right, you two, like bloody hell, and like sleep together after we finish. Mr. Jam says, you know, Harry Potter isn't realistic because there's a ginger kid in it and he's got more than one friend.
Brilliant.
Very good, Mr. Jam. I like that one. Rich asks, does Team America World Police count as a musical? I've not seen it, but I imagine there's some songs in it.
Team
So
America, yeah, of course it does. America, fuck yeah.
Miracle. So I haven't watched that film properly. Is it any good?
America, fuck yeah. Here to save the motherfucking world again.
Do-do-do-do-do.
And that's the only song I remember. Who's the fucking Stone Age man?
Well, there's two people in this live stream with beards. Could be one.
They did say I am barbaric, so it's probably me.
yeah,
Conan the librarian swinging his
you
massive
certainly
sword.
type like a caveman, Jace. Me got keyboard. Boom, boom, boom.
Boonga, boonga, boonga.
Me invented fire.
Oh,
That
fire.
sounds like Homer Simpson.
Me
There.
chicken wings. Me killed chicken wings.
My ring stinger chicken.
This sounds like Homer Simpson.
That was from Homer Simpson. Yeah.
That was quite a good impression, that actually.
Was it?
March.
Oh,
March. Don't.
oh.
I can
Donut.
do
That's one of the best Homer impressions I've actually heard in a long
I
time.
don't think it's that good myself.
I could do Marge Simpson. I can't do anyone.
Go on then.
Homie. Homie.
It's a little bit too low. If you try and
Well,
raise it.
Homie.
I can do Louis Armstrong.
Oh no.
Go with the
Have all the time in the world.
Yeah, no, I preferred your Homer.
Is that too deep?
I'm like a mix of Homer and Yoda. Yoda.
Singing the blues will I be? Yes. It's fucking
Well,
comedy hour at the Apollo now.
we've gone from selling stuff to the comedy hour.
Yeah. Right.
I used to be able to do Mickey Mouse, but I can't really do him anymore.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh boy! Come on, Bruno! Let's get the fuck out of here!
Sounds like Mickey Mouse has gone to the
When bloody Britain's Got Talent.
That's more entertaining. Well, this is more entertaining.
I think it's finished.
YouTube's got talent going on here. I mean,
Let me ask the mum if Britain's Got Talent's finished. Mum, has Britain's Got Talent finished? Thank you. It's finished.
Right, Lee, get your ass in here. You've got no excuses now.
Get your ass down here, son.
Yeah.
Hello,
Lee,
guys.
come on and no doubt roast me over my love of catchphrases.
Yes.
Hello, guys. Kermit
Good
the Frog here.
Good game, good game. I don't know if that sounds like Brucey or not.
Hello, Bruce. Hello, guys. Kermit the Frog here.
Come on, Selby, let's have a game of golf.
Game of golf?
Shouldn't mock the dead.
No.
Why not? You were making fun of Hitler the other day.
Oh, yeah, right, that's allowed.
You not make fun of any dead people. That rules out a lot of evil tyrants there,
Yeah.
Jay.
Hitler's cat. Wasn't it?
Yeah. My next door neighbour's cat, that is Hitler.
meet the neighbour's cat, Adolf Hitler. Hello, Captain.
No, I'm not gonna do it. But you imagine the cat though,
Just
doing the sign. What that Bruce Forsyth one? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, well, put it this way, Rach. Jace has eaten like a bunch of chicken wings that have got like numerous E numbers in them, and then plus he's washed it down with about 3 litres of Pepsi. He's well over caffeinated and overstimulated. And
over barbecued.
I think Will is just like his exuberance is more sort of the folly of youth.
I'm just me.
Yeah. Still, never mind, Will.
Yeah. All right.
So well, let's admit it, mate. We can't all be perfect like Jimmy now, can we?
Nah, I can't.
Right.
He's the perfect male specimen. The big beardy bastard.
Who sits on his leather chair all day smoking cigars.
Yes, exactly.
That was my first cigar in about a year and a half. That I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to do ASMR and with a cigar.
Whispering Bob Harris.
Yeah, I just like to do something different.
Oh fuck!
I don't smoke, and that actually looks quite nice. I want a cigar now.
I don't.
I'm not going to encourage people to smoke.
Yeah.
But,
No.
But the scent of a good cigar is quite pleasant, actually. Will I will say that.
It better be, because I can't stand the smell of cigarettes anymore. Hate it.
I bloody work at a kitchen.
Makes me want to gag.
Everyone where I work smokes, and I just get the woof. I'm like, oh, cheers, guys.
That really annoys me though, because they're working in the kitchen, they go outside, have a cigarette. Do they wash their hands when they come back in?
I'm not obliged to say. I don't want to get the business shut down. I've just got this job.
Fair enough.
Richard's got a video of himself reading the newspaper on the bog and making random comments.
I'd watch that. That'd be fun.
I would watch that, Rich. I'm not going to lie to you. I would actually probably enjoy that.
Yeah.
Someone pay this man to do that.
Hey, wasn't there someone who does vlog from the bog or something or other? Isn't that a thing?
There used to be a periscoper who did something like that. Like every periscope he'd do, he'd be like sat on the toilet. It was weird. I only saw like 1 or 2 of his. It was a bit strange. But actually, I think Rick. Who else? I need to do a little bit of a quick survey on it. Who thinks Rich would be a good featured person for one of my future YouTube boots?
Hello.
Oh, bloody hell, it's like, I can't...
What?
I'm Leroy, I know this is you. Like, get in the phone on.
Jimmy.
Hello.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, why did my phone go off there? What?
Because I did the wrong hangout.
Up, didn't you, mate?
I did the wrong hangout. What?
Did he bum dial?
What are you wearing?
I put these on all night.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Abby. Look, there's Abby. Say hello, Abby.
Hello.
Good morning.
Oh, she's not happy.
Say it, Abby. Queen.
Jimmy,
We're waiting.
you and I are going to have words tomorrow, and I think you know what about.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, he's in the shit.
Oh, no. Leroy, you bad grass.
I didn't do anything. But at least I'm off the hook.
Oh, snap.
Abigail, Jason told me to say it.
I fucking did not.
All right, Will told me to say it. Someone told me to.
You bastard! I didn't say anything.
I mentioned that people like a nice angry beaver, and then
Yeah,
you took it a step further. I made no mention of anybody in particular.
I didn't. I wasn't even referring to that. In fact, so you've dropped yourself right in it there.
What then?
And actually, Lee just came downstairs from having a big poo upstairs, and all I
No.
could hear was, "Ugh," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's Jason, isn't it?" And it was really bad that I knew it was Jason from his burp.
Well, I tried to tell him not to belch so loudly, but you know what? He's lawn to himself.
God,
Is that what it was? Because it'd be
I'm
belt.
in total agreement with everything that you say about just the nature of this stream, Abigail. I want you to bear that in mind in case of anything you might hear about me in the future.
I do
That I am in full support of anything that you've ever said or done.
are you still talking to me? Because I gave up listening then. Sorry.
Go on, Jimmy, have a kiss. No. Right, anyway, yeah, my burping, I'm afraid I can't do much to control it at the moment because I've got rumbly guts.
That's because of all that bloody chicken you've been eating.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of self-inflicted, mate.
Yes, no, definitely. It's my own fault.
Oh, I got myself a stand for my phone.
Hey?
Hey.
We were talking about stands the other day. I bought
Yeah.
one. You know, like those gorilla things?
Yeah. When are you getting on here then?
On where? I'm on it.
Ain't got on here.
What?
No, we've been talking for the last fucking 5 minutes.
I thought he was still on Jimmy's phone. Sorry,
This is YouTube, Jason.
I haven't got the picture up. Sorry, I was doing
This is
something else.
YouTube. We're live to the nation.
Right, there he is. I can see it. I can see it now. I couldn't see it beforehand.
What are you on about?
Right, I'm going upstairs. Don't forget you've got all that washing to do.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
yes,
was
do the washing.
I was looking at something else on the screen, so I didn't realise you'd come up.
I don't know what. I don't know why. Shall we present Leroy to people for a bit?
No, I don't want to be presented. Jimmy, stop
Oh,
it.
shut up.
No, don't.
Those are the sexiest one here, so you might as well. Hey, there he is.
Well, this is YouTube, but Jason thinks it's a private message. Jason doesn't realise everyone's watching.
No.
To be fair to Jace, it was confusing because you dialed my phone somehow, and I don't know how you did it.
My stand fell over.
I thought you were still on the phone.
Abby's going.
Bye.
Hello.
Bye.
Hello. See you later. I'm going upstairs.
Bye.
I'm going to watch.
Adios.
Are you coming back, Abby?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Bye.
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 Oh, do you know what she's watching?
Gay
Queer Eye for a Straight Guy.
Hey, you know what? I know why Abby's really annoyed at me burping. Right? It was because it interrupted her watching her program.
No. I was actually painting at the time. And I've learned
so
to just ignore you anyway.
You made a miss of strokes or something, brush stroke. I don't know.
Right. I shall speak to you later.
Sorry, mummy.
Yeah, she's going to watch Gay Queer Eye Straight Guy.
A gay queer on it, is it? Right. What's the difference?
Spray,
That
apparently, this is how it goes. They take the perfume and then they spray, delay, walk away. And that's how you apply. Will probably know this, but that's how you apply.
God, no.
Why the fuck would you do that anyway?
Hey, I don't do that.
Spray, delay, walk away. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes, I'll do the washing up in a bit.
Yes, mum.
I will do the washing out. I said I would.
I wake up this morning and there'll be congealed food stuck to the plate. I have to get it off with a chisel.
Get it off with the power tool.
Right.
I think I can't work out the stand. Yeah, that'll do. Does that look all right?
Yeah. Why the fuck have you got ears on for anyway?
I actually forgot they were on. I put them on ages ago.
It's Easter, isn't it? Easter is.
It's Easter, Jace.
Yeah, all right. Well, not yet, it isn't.
It's Easter Friday.
Good
What's
Friday.
that?
Saturday, actually, but then one.
Oh yeah, Saturday.
They don't call it Easter Saturday, though, do they?
No,
It's just Saturday.
Not officially, but I mean, a lot of people do. They say, "Oh, Easter Saturday," 'cause it's like an extra long weekend, isn't it? It starts on Friday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday.
Easter bollocks.
All right then.
You're not celebrating Easter then, Jason?
I
You celebrate privately, like I do.
don't give a shit about Easter, to be honest. It's got fuck all to do with Easter eggs anyway, so.
It's actually it originated Happy Easter, which is a Saxon festival, pagan festival. That's where they celebrated. I can't remember exactly, but it was to do with bunnies. That's where the Easter bunny come from, and the egg was a sign of fertility, which is where the Easter egg comes from. And then Christians borrowed it.
I
Converted
see.
it.
Right.
It was actually an Anglo-Saxon festival.
Mm.
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 Borrowed it. So you learned something.
Yes.
So I wear these ears for my Anglo-Saxon forefathers.
If you say so.
And also to turn Will on a little bit.
Oh well, there is that. Yeah.
Close but no cigar, Lee.
You're not a furries then, mate.
What?
No.
I bet you that bloody I tell you what, I bet when
God.
that Fox video came out, Will was like, "Whoa, fucking yes!"
Yay!
Am I
Which says,
presenting? I'm not presenting, am I, Jim?
thank you, Lee. Yeah, very, yeah. Lee's got quite a lot of history facts. I think Saxons is his kind of specialist subject as well.
I do. I have read a lot about Saxons, but actually, my thesis, my degree history thesis, was on Russian history. Actually,
Ah,
so there you go.
so any interesting facts about Russia you can give us?
I'll be back in a minute.
They used to beat their serfs. Serfs was a former Russian slave, and they used to beat them with a stick, which no wider than their thumb, which is where the saying "rule of thumb" comes from. So as long as you can beat your wife or your slave with a stick that's no wider than your thumb, as a rule of thumb.
Oh, that's Russian originally then. Oh.
I'm sure it was. I might be wrong on that actually. I want to double check that, but
well, it sounded good. Why?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm trying to recall it now. But,
God, this is better than being at school.
Yeah, it's been a long
you
time.
actually attended, William?
Oh, I loved history at school. I might do a lot more videos on. I know it's probably fucking boring, but I might do a lot more history related videos.
Do what you enjoy, mate.
Love a bit of history.
I wish I'd done it for GCSE, although I wish I'd done geography as well. I couldn't do everything that I wanted to, so I picked up business studies or some shit instead.
Yeah, but they didn't teach when I was at school. They never taught proper history, like Anglo-Saxon. Obviously, that's British roots, English roots, Celtics, that sort of stuff. That was not taught in schools. It's even called the Dark Ages, and everyone thinks it's just grim and stuff. But there was so much English patriotic nationalism there, and schools just did not teach it, and they still don't to some respect.
It's not all bad then.
No, I think it's a great part of history, but
no, I mean it's not all bad that the schools didn't teach it. Cause, you don't be encouraging a bunch of school kids to turn out to join Britain first or something, do you?
No, you could be proud of your, proud of your English roots. It's where English.
Well, my roots are barely because I did one of those ancestry DNA tests, and my English roots is something crap, like about 3%. So
oh, is it?
Yeah, I haven't really got any. So it's no good. It's no good being proud of something that genetically has been proven I've not got. So
yeah, no, but you're here now, Jimmy. So you look about and you think like which Norwich. Can't think of any others. Sandwich, any town ended in which, W-I-C-H. That's Anglo-Saxon origins as well. So Ipswich, you know, it's all around you. It's all around our. It's in our makeup.
Prestwich, is that one? Prestwich?
Anything ending in witch, yeah, as far as I know, it's Anglo-Saxon, yeah.
Ah, not for me then.
Well, Southend.
No, definitely not there.
Didn't they name Southend after Will's favourite part of a man's body?
What?
That would have been called Rear
Oh.
End.
Sorry, Will, I couldn't resist, mate.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Go on.
No,
Show me some love for that one.
that was good. I'll give you
Sandwich.
that one.
I didn't actually know there was. I knew there's an Earl of Sandwich. Did he actually invent the sandwich, or is that like an urban
no,
myth?
he did. He what happened? He was obviously the Earl of Sandwich. I went to Sandwich the other day actually for the first time, and I told this story to Cassie, and she did not believe. I still don't think she believes it. But yes, he basically liked his meat, but he didn't like getting sticky and messy fingers. So one day he put his meat in between two loaves of bread, just basically to hold the meat, and he ate it that way, and therefore invented the sandwich.
Wow.
Yeah, I always thought it was a true story, but then it's like you think, well, has it got kind of mixed up over the years, and it's like more legend than truth? But yeah,
It's folklore in it as well, you know. It does. It over time it gets, you know, it gets changed, doesn't it? But
And Rich lives near West Bromwich, so another witch there. Or you just you say itch, but the W's kind of silent, isn't it? Itch. I suppose Norwich is kind of silent as well, isn't it? Norwich. You don't say Norwich, do you? Norwich. Unless you're Jonathan Ross, you might pronounce it that way. Norwich.
yeah, I've just googled it to check. So a witch town, W-I-C-H, is a settlement in Anglo-Saxon England characterised by extensive artisanal activity and trade, an emporium. So they're obviously very wealthy places. The name is derived from the Anglo-Saxon suffix WIC, signifying a dwelling or fortified place.
Lee?
Yeah.
Not, I'm not being funny with this or anything. Is that your because you got your background in history? Was that your sort of like specialist thing, like Anglo-Saxon thing? Because you do seem to refer to it quite a bit.
No, because I like Anglo-Saxon history. That's I've never studied it like for school and uni and
Yeah.
stuff. I've done it outside of, so I just did it for fun. So I've visited loads of stuff. I visited there's massively famous Anglo-Saxon ship burial near Ipswich actually called Sutton Hoo. And I went there, and obviously various other Anglo-Saxon churches, and I'm getting told off for shouting now. No, that's just a hobby, really.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Loved Hastings in junior school. Studied Hastings, Battle of Hastings, and I think that's what gave me interest.
Yeah.
But they didn't teach. It wasn't taught in A level or anything. I learned about Second World War.
Oh, we didn't. Ours was bloody all like bloody told puddle martyrs and all that shit. I think that's why I got fed up with I did shit in the exam because I hated that subject.
Sorry, what was it, Jace? I didn't hear that.
Told puddle martyrs and all that shit.
Okay, yeah.
They're boring as arse.
Mr. Jamass, did Plato invent the plate? Yes, I believe he did. Rich says ancient Greeks wiped their hands on bread and fed it to their dogs. He learnt it from playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so it must be true. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Socrates invented the socks.
Right, I'll bring the chat back up again now. Oh, where the fuck's it gone? No, I don't want that. Piss off. Come here. Thank you.
There was a really good thing though, because obviously I worked in a museum.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was sort of saying.
And there's a really cool where the museum was in Saffron Walden. Well, Will know this, in Essex, and it's the oldest purpose-built museum in the country after the British Museum. And in there, they've got a sample. There was a Hadstock church, and the church door back in Viking, Anglo-Saxon, early, Dark Ages times, the church door was covered in skin. said to be of the Vikings. So it warned off any invaders going into that town that this is what we do to invaders. We basically skin them, and we've covered our church in the skin of Vikings. And that
Very
legend,
nice.
that legend stayed for like over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And then what happened? We got a piece of this skin in the museum, because over the years it basically vanished, but the legend stayed. It was always this legend about this door. Anyway, they were doing some refurbishments. They took the mechanism, the handle, off the door, and underneath it was a piece of the skin from Viking times. It was still under this door handle, never been removed. So they did some tests on it, and BBC, I think it was Time Team or someone, come down and did a documentary about it. And the skin that was under this handle turned out to be a cow skin. So it was never Vikings in the first place, but that legend had stayed for all like 1,000 years. That's quite interesting, I think.
Yeah. But we got I can't remember the name of it, down near the ferry terminal in Southampton. We got a pub that's over 800 years old. And we went in. It's quite interesting to see because, well, no. When you think about it, like ancient architecture, and then you realise just how old your city is that you live in.
Yeah, you were there on opening night, weren't you, Jace?
I was, yeah. That's what I was waiting for.
Rach says Dale Castle is shaped like a Tudor rose. I didn't know that.
I saw it the other day. Drove past it. I've never been there.
Right. Sorry, I'm going to have to go again.
I've got some Scandinavian in me. I've got more Scandinavian than English. It's weird.
How would you get the test done anyway?
DNA, innit?
Ancestry. I think there's a couple other companies who are doing it. Let me. I should have.
Do you get like a little kit thing or something?
Yeah, you have to.
Swab. There's a mouth swab. I've not had it done yet. I'd like to get it done.
Yeah, like
It's about
spitting.
100 quid, isn't it?
Jesus.
It was. I paid about 60 because it was on offer, but it was. I had like 20 or 30 quid off it. But a couple.
Jason's 70% Neanderthal.
I'll send. Yeah, I've found my ethnicity results. I'll send them in the.
I'll be back in a minute, guys. I've got gut rot.
All right.
Good luck.
Good, yeah. Come back, bro. Got the 2 bad bits, hasn't he? The dirty bugger.
Oh no, he hasn't muted.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, Big Inzi's 11% Viking. That's pretty cool, actually. And like I said,
anything. Big Inzi. I'll tell you my results for those who can't see this beautiful map. I am 6% British or English, whatever you want to call it, 7% Scandinavian, 37% Western Europe. That's French. I knew that because I know about my mum's side of the family being Huguenots, and 42% Irish. So up the Celts and also the French. So
wow,
yeah, there we are. And that was
I know I've got
the magic of DNA.
Bit of German in me. I've got a bit of German. That's all I know.
I got Swiss in me.
Oh. Good old Swiss.
Is that why you always get excited when you see a total around? Is that?
Yeah, or a mountain, or a clock. Watch. Any timepiece, really. I just.
What? Look at the quartz on that. Oh.
Good handles on that one.
Pants over any timepiece.
Yeah, Ancestry spit in a tube and send it off. Yeah, it is pretty much that disgusting, but that's how they like it. It was good. I'm glad I had it done. It was. I just thought, oh, you know what? I've got a bit of money. I'll treat myself to this, and it was really interesting to find it out. Plus, I've done a bit of family work as well, so
I might do that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to actually.
If you've got the money, it's interesting. It's a nice thing to do. Yeah,
that's worthy of an unboxing. Actually, I think an enveloping.
It would be, because then like you can vlog like the process, like you sort of spitting or doing your swab and all that. Like it'd be a good video.
Yeah, I might do that.
Take an ancestry DNA test.
And then either your part 2's like your results, so you could just wait and put it together as one video.
It's £79 plus shipping.
Yeah, they can be on offer though. Like you can get it cheaper than that. You just have to wait for an offer to come round. You check. There might even be some discount code knocking around on Google that might still be valid actually.
Yeah.
I have actually done I was a member of Ancestry. I've done my family tree, and when you go so far back, obviously you have to start paying extra as well because if you're going to document it properly, you need to buy the birth certificates, the marriage certificates, and that sort of stuff. I think they're about £11 to £20 each. It gets quite expensive.
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
obviously, there's a lot of people on there. I don't know if you've ever done this, Jimmy, but there's a lot of people on there that've already done their family trees. So you basically end up linking. You might be someone's brother, and it links to another tree. And I managed to eventually. I linked it back to a guy called Sir John Dymoke, Dymoke, and it had a coat of arms and everything. And as soon as I hit that name, it was like gold dust. And I thought straight away, if it's going to be nobility, I'm going to be able to go straight back to probably royalty. And it eventually did. I think it was my 34th great grandfather is Richard of Normandy.
I think I vaguely remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, I think I did say it before, didn't I? Yeah. And
yeah, I'm on Ancestry. I haven't used it for ages because I tend to try and only use it when it's like they do like the free offers and stuff. But the thing is, like the further back you go, the more branches are splitting off, and then it started overwhelming me after a while. So it's like, well, which direction? And then you're having to ignore other directions. But
that's the thing, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. So as soon as I hit a knight, and it had details, I could Google the guy, and he was like a King's Guard or something. And I thought, this is brilliant. You know what I mean? I just found it really interesting. So I followed that line. Forget everything else. Just go with what was interesting. But yeah, you're right. It could go on forever, can't it, really?
Yeah. So I just did it sort of only a few generations back. And I was like, well, should I go down this route? And so I wanted to go back as far as France. And I never quite made it because obviously I know a lot of my ancestors came over.
Yeah, well, that surprised me as well because obviously Richard of Normandy. So I've obviously got French. I mean, I'm guessing if I do the DNA thing, it's going to come back French as well potentially.
Yeah.
Also, as far as I can remember, there was also a link there to King Rollo, the Viking king. So again, that's Viking blood. And I'm just seeing Big Insy says here that he linked his tree back to William the Conqueror as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow.
30th great grandfather. Bloody hell. But 80% of Britain is related to.
Yeah, he's probably right. Yeah, he's probably right. But it's nice to see it, though, isn't it? And
I
enjoyed it.
To be related to like an old king of Ireland. Ireland had their own kings for a bit, didn't they? Back in the day. Before they got colonised.
Oh, you're talking about like various kingdoms, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'd be pretty.
We've never had a DNA thing like you have done, but our family's supposed to be connected to Mary, Queen of Scots.
Oh, we have her glove in the museum, actually.
Oh, that's
based on the amount of times you're getting up and leaving us, I think you need to hope that your family tree is connected to Armitage Shanks.
Yes, it is. I'm probably going to go actually because I'm not feeling that great.
Okay, well, I'm probably going to end it soon anyway because I'm thinking about watching Fast and the Furious on the telly in half an hour.
Bloody hell!
I've never seen it before. Like,
nah, you're not missing much.
Really? Because like other people say how great the series is. I'm like, well, I don't know.
Well, the first couple were all right, and then it got boring, in my opinion. I stopped watching them.
Hello, the Funko Warrior. Hello, thank you for coming in. Happy Easter to you and to your kith and kin. We're all here having some fun. We've actually been talking about ancestry and family trees and ancestral DNA, which has been fascinating. We've learned Rich, Big Insy's there in the chat. He's just said hello to you. He's the 30th great-grandson of William the Conqueror. We've learned Leroy's the 27th great-grandson of, was it Richard of Normandy, was it?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact number, but yeah, Richard of Normandy.
Anyway, guys, I shall catch you later.
And William is Elton John's love child.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better. Jace.
Yeah, I'll probably be fine in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sure you will be. Yeah, just take your pillow and the lavvy, mate. He's full of cars. You'll be fine, mate.
See you later.
See you later.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, someone's coming.
Thank you very much.
Videos. Steve
Thank you very
Brown.
much.
Yeah, Steve Brown 86. Make sure you subscribe to the rest of us as well. We're running a big giveaway. I hope you're going to enter. 5 pops up for grabs. Go on Leroy's channel, Abigail Barry, Jonathan Ring, Not Suitable for Mum, and me, and enter 5 times. Subscribe 5 times. There we are. That's my shill mode.
And with
Well
that,
done, Jimmy.
say bye. See you later.
Cheers. See you.
Yeah.
Ta-ra, mate.
Did you see that woman that commented on my video though, Jimmy? I don't.
Yeah. I wonder, it could be her settings or something. Maybe she's got like, I don't know, some weird geo block or something. I don't know.
Should we let her enter anyway? I was thinking of saying we'll somehow put her in, but I don't know how.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Because somebody randomly generating the comments. Like, how would we generate hers exactly?
Yeah.
I don't think we can do it.
No, I can't.
I mean, has she tried on anyone else's?
I've sent her the link again and said just try this link. Right. Yeah. Fuck it.
Oh.
Right, so no one can really recommend the Fast and the Furious tonight. Then I was just fancy watching a film or something before to bed.
Ancestry.com. What's the suffix?
Have you watched Venom yet, Jimmy?
No, I've not.
I
Well,
I
you've got
recommend
William
that.
Smith. And then it's
I do like
suffix.
Tom Hardy.
Still,
Stuff he's in generally. So
Hello, Funko Warrior. Don't know who he is. Just looking at his channel right now.
Funko Warrior, yeah, Funko Warrior comments on some of my videos sometimes.
Right.
Thank you for coming in, Funko Warrior.
I've just subscribed to you, Funko Warrior. I'm just having a look now. You've got some Game of Thrones stuff on there.
Oh, nice. You like it, Rach? What is it you like? Is it Venom or Fast and the Furious, Rach? And Rich says Venom is great. Yeah, I did see it got mixed reviews, but then again, so did Suicide Squad, and I did actually enjoy that. So.
Asian Phi or Ing.
So
Will's off on one again.
In. It's an extra.
Yeah.
To the end of the word. I don't know what you're doing.
ancestry. I'm doing the family tree.
Right.
Oh, he's talking about answer. He's trying to get his mum involved there. No, I'm saying nothing.
Right.
And
Should we
it's
just
got
listen
William
in?
Smith, who's got suffix at the end.
I don't know because I've never done it. So I can't
Oh,
help you.
okay.
His mum don't know.
Oh.
Welcome back, Will. I mean, he's got his headphones. Oh no, he has got his headphones. Well, welcome back, Will. We were earwigging on you. We were talking about answers. It's an interesting topic. I think you probably enjoy. You like sort of doing these haunted. Well, they're not haunted house things that you do, are they? Well, they kind of.
Oh, my abandoned.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of. I know it's not the same thing, but it's sort of vaguely in the right ballpark. Yeah, Fast and Furious, right? So you would recommend? Oh yeah, I mean, my brother is always saying how good the films are, but again, my brother's taste is just odd. Like,
Definitely
Well,
go for Venom, though, Jimmy. Venom, I thought Venom was excellent. It was one of the best films I've seen in a while, actually.
yeah, I suppose I'll give it a try. I bet it's. I wonder if it's on Now TV now. I bet it is.
Do you know, you've got me started on the ancestry tree now.
Enjoy it, man. I need to get. I haven't looked at mine in a long time.
I've never heard of this word, but you put your first name down and then your last name, and then after that it's got suffix. What's suffix?
Yeah, that's Mr. or Mrs. Or in your case, Gaylord.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, watch the Danny Dyer thing where he was tracing his family tree. I remember it being on. I never saw it. I'd rather see a Lee doing it, but Lee'd be good on one of those sort of "who do you think you are" type things. Hello, Leroy Screwballs here. I'm going to trace my family tree.
Do you know what? Actually, I could talk about my tree, couldn't I? That'd be quite a cool video, I think.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be a good video. You've got lots of ideas. Yeah, it doesn't all have to be Funko Pops, you know.
No, I don't want it to be just. It always left the cool. Did I offend him?
I don't think so. God, if it's not one of us, it's the other. No, I'm sure he's all right. If he's still watching us or anything, well, then I hope you're not too offended by that.
By being called a gay lord. Lord's a good thing. That's just like nobility.
Well, gay used to mean happy, didn't it? Not that long ago.
He's a happy lord. Lord
Yeah.
William.
Happy nobility.
And a fresh prince to boot.
Oh, yeah. But then he did a 2-part where he visited different places.
No, I didn't see the Danny Dyer one, actually. I do like those programmes, though. A happy knob, yeah. Happy nobility.
Oh, what's going on with Hangouts tonight? It's just focused on me for that last hour, nearly. I don't like it. I like it when it just switches between all the other people.
So who's in the chat then? Does it count me and you as well on where it says 4? Is that me and you?
Oh, possibly. I don't know how they work it out. That's why I don't like YouTube Live, because like there's no stats or anything. Like you can't see exactly who's in. Oh, Ringo has come in though to tell us the video is about to go live. Oh, perhaps we should end it here and all end this stream and all go and watch it now. What do you reckon?
Well, it's quite a momentous thing, isn't it, Jonathan, doing a
well,
video?
yeah. It happens once a year.
Sorry. No, I don't want to be like just Funko Pops, but I don't want to like do the whole not just Pops. And I was never Pops in the first place. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, you weren't. Like, and you've done a lot of Funko videos in a relatively short space of time.
Yeah, I got carried away.
Really. Great. Yeah. I do think it's a bit of a shame you wanting to give away some of your collection, though. I suppose it's because I'm thinking you might be giving away Game of Thrones or stuff, and I know you really like them, so I don't need to give away anything that you're gonna regret. Like if you give away Norbert or bloody Sandy or something, that's fine, you know.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm on about. And Abby was saying the thing earlier. We went pop hunting today, actually, and we didn't buy a single one. We didn't actually get one pop between us. Now, that wouldn't have happened, you know, a few months ago. We wouldn't have come away without at least buying 2 or 3. So I'm being a bit more choosy in what I want, because mainly the reason being, I'm looking at these 3 shelves here, and I've nearly filled them up already. Look, I'll show you. Those shelves over there.
Let me present people. So, yeah. I don't know
if you can see those.
Look great.
It's neat. I put some more lights up there today, actually.
Yeah, well, I thought it looked like it had more lights on.
Yeah, I put some more lights on the bottom shelf. I got some new lights on the side, but those three shelves are nearly full up. So I've got those 2 shelves over there, and I might get one of your cabinets and put it on that wall there.
Yeah, because they're not big and they're not intrusive at all. Like you could fit one of them almost anywhere, really.
No, but if you think about, I only started collecting a few months ago, and if I start buying random shit, I'm going to run out of space very soon. I might have to start putting them in a different room or something. I didn't really want to do that.
Yeah.
So stuff like the Grease ones that I bought, obviously going to keep the Doctor Who because that's Abby's, my Game of Thrones, and like the Marvel. I've got quite a few Marvel there now.
Well, Abby still collects some Harry Potter as well, doesn't she?
Yeah, Harry Potter. She's got loads of Harry Potter. So, yeah, and that's what she was saying earlier. So we'll end up just getting what we want. At the end of the day, I saw a Billy Idol one today, and I thought it looked really cool pop, and I nearly bought it. But I thought I wasn't a massive fan of Billy Idol. The pop looked cool. It looked like a really, really nice looking pop. I don't know if you've seen it. Well detailed.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it is a good one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his, so I wouldn't.
No, I'm not. I like some of his songs, but I would have been buying it just for the sake of buying it. So I'm trying to stop. But then now I've gone and subscribed to Pop in a Box. And I've thumbs up so many different categories.
Like, have you thumbs up ones that, like, you're now thinking, well, like, if I get that, I'm not that arsed if I get it now. So, you know, like, if you got, like, Daggett from the Angry Beavers or something.
I know, I've got that. I've already got Daggett.
Oh, you got Daggett. I would have thought you only had Norbert. You got Daggett as well. Good. Well, a full set, yeah. That'd be a nice giveaway prize. Both Angry Beavers.
No, there is someone there that I thumbs up. I think I thumbs up a Betty Boop one, and I saw one of those today, and I actually thought it looked really quite cool, and Abby did as well. So I'll probably keep that.
The Betty Boop ones actually are really nice. There's one, I think EMP is selling it, and it keeps catching my eye. And it seems a bit weird for me to like want to buy something like that, but I do really like it.
Yeah. No, that's the thing in it though. Yeah, I mean, there's so many of them. I don't particularly like any of the sports ones.
No,
I think I don't think I'll ever get any sports ones.
not even if you put out like a Spurs ring.
No, I don't. No, I don't think I would. Why would I want Harry Kane? You know, it just seems a bit weird. It's not a character, is it? It's not a
old slack-jawed Kane. Like I'd love to see a pop of him actually, like with this sort of like 'cause the pops don't really have mouths or something. So how they're going to do his sort of like gormless expression. Oh no, Harry Kane there. He is though, isn't he? He's like jaw looks like it's dragging on the ground, doesn't it? Yeah. No offense to him. I know he's a great footballer, and
but you know, no, it's not really. I think it's popular culture, isn't it? You know, it's films, it's classic. I'm not even sure I like the directors and stuff. What's his name? Alfred Hitchcock and all that lot. I'm not even sure I like those particularly. I just like the characters, like the Groots and the Spider-Man and the class, like even like Heisenberg. I love my Heisenberg.
Yeah,
it's a classic image. It's an iconic image.
Yeah.
Harry Kane in his peak playing for Spurs. Yeah, I absolutely love Spurs. But to me, that's not iconic.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to sort of look back in years to come and think, "Oh wow, look at this Harry Kane figure I've got." You know, it's not going to.
But if they did Steve McQueen on his motorcycle out of The Great Escape, do you know what I mean? Something like that. That's an image that has remained. Or Rocky, do you know what I mean? These sort of things. And I think Heisenberg and I know you've got some of the Pulp Fiction ones now. They're the classic images that make a great pop, in my opinion. Anyway.
Ringo says famous last words. You saying you're going to slow down? Yeah, I think people have to after a while, though, don't they? You know, like I know I will be slowing down at some point. Like I think I will cancel my Pop in the Box subscriptions. Not because they've been crap, but just because there isn't enough that I want that's left now. So there's no point me leaving it open, and then I'm just going to start getting stuff I don't want.
I'm a bit confused though by Pop in the Box because I joined like last month, and they took the money out of my bank, and it wasn't. I got it wrong on that video. It was $18.99 that I came out of my bank, and then the pops came very shortly afterwards, the March ones, and then about a week later, £2 something came out, $2.99, and then another.
That'll be free. Technically your free gift, but they're charging $2.99 for postage. Because my free gift's been sent, and $2.99 came out of my bank last week.
Yeah, but I haven't had it yet. They took the money about a month ago.
Oh, you haven't had a free gift yet? Do you know what you're getting?
I chose what I was getting, Atomic Blonde. But I've also had another $18.99 come out as well at the start of April. So I messaged them and I said, "What's going on here?" And they said, "Yeah, that's your April subscription," but I've not had it. So they've took 2 payments now where I've not had the pop. So I don't know whether to chase them up on that one or how.
Well, does it say your current subscription? Does it say it's been dispatched, like your April one or whatever?
No, it says nothing in progress at the minute. It says the March one, obviously.
Definitely taking the money out for that one, and then it should be at least processing, if not dispatched.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No, it doesn't say anything.
Well, yeah, maybe you ought to chase it up.
Yeah.
Normally, when I've noticed $18.99's gone out of my account, then I'll go straight on my Pop in the Box account and I'll see that it says process, and then it'll be dispatched usually within a day or two.
No, mine's not said that at all. Yeah, I was wondering. Oh, definitely. Then I'll get back in touch with them.
Yeah. If they've already taken it out and they've not done anything, they should be sending you 2 more pops. Like whenever that was, they took your money out.
Do they always send out the same series though? Because I noticed, because my first one I did the video on, it was, oh no, it wasn't, was it? I had a Stranger Things and a Jurassic Park. I was thinking, do they sometimes send out, if you pick loads of Harry Potter, they'll send out 2 Harry Potters if you've got the 2 pops in a box, and then next month if you've got a whole load of Star Wars, you get 2 Star Wars. But do they mix them up quite a lot?
Well, I mean, because I don't have like the random sort of mystery pop in a box, I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But I think, you know, some months you'll get 2 that do happen to be in the same line, like maybe 2 Harry Potters, and other times you'll get like 2 that are completely different from each other. Like, I don't know, a bloody Paul Pogba from Manchester United and a bloody Norbert the Angry Beaver or whatever. You know, just like 2 that don't correlate at all.
Yeah.
Charles Franta asks, what's my favourite In-Betweeners episode? That is a brilliant question. I think probably my favourite In-Betweeners episode will possibly be the Swanage field trip, actually. That one always is an absolute riot. I've done a lot of In-Betweeners YouTube poops. That's possibly why Charles is asking me. I like them all, to be honest, Charles. They're all really funny, but if I had to pick a favourite, it's arguably Swanage field trip. The one when Will shits himself in the exam, that's always a good one as well. Funko Warrior needs some more bookcases. You can put your pops up. Yeah. The one, yeah, that's the Swanage one. Yeah, Rich, with Neil punching the fish to death. I love the In-Betweeners. It's easy watching the In-Betweeners, isn't it? You can just stick a whole series on and you're just there laughing for like 2 hours and then it's done. It's great.
To be
Bit low for Sir Leroy, Sir Frampton, but oh no, I prefer the history of Anglo-Saxon Britain, James.
The 7 ages of British history. Over a nice cup of mead. Did we find out what happened to Will?
No, he's not. Perhaps he just had to get off or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, well done. Rachel's up to 76 subs now.
Nice one, Rach. Well done. Keep it going. You thought about doing a giveaway at all, Rach? At any point? I'm sure if you're going to push for 100 or something, or even more than that, then a giveaway's, I mean, it's a proven method of getting there a bit quicker, isn't it? Whereas Jason's not feeling too well, so Jonathan, so he left. He went to the toilet about 4 times within the space of 10 minutes while towards the end on here. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Jason has got the 2 bob bits. But he has eaten 2 big packs of chicken wings today, so it is self-inflicted. I've got no sympathy for the man. Yeah, probably all that chicken, but hopefully he'll produce a great video out of it. So,
what, he ate loads of chicken for one of his mukbang videos, did he?
Yeah, because that mate of his Goldie82 did it, and then he tagged Jason in it. Because I think I watched that before Jason even knew it was happening.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, Jason, you do know you've got to eat a load of chicken soon, don't you?" Oh, have I? And yeah.
Oh, Rach, it might do a giveaway at 100, but wouldn't you be better doing a giveaway to reach 100?
Yeah, so, that's what I'd do, Rach. I'd do one sort of soonish.
Actually, how much are you on?
Once you've hit 100, then that's when you can do the draw. That's what I mean, Rach. It's entirely up to you. I mean, you run your channel and things how you see fit. It's just personally, I like these sort of milestones, and then sort of like the whole watching people come in and you're getting closer, and yeah.
Yeah, I might do. I was thinking of doing a giveaway for 100,000 views. Actually, I'm currently on 71,899, and I'm picking them up a lot quicker. I should hit 100,000 sometime in about June, July time, I think.
I saw my views the other day. I'm just trying to find them.
Yeah, you've got more than me, Jimmy. You're over 100,000. I saw that. I'll have a look now.
Oh, can only see it last 28 days.
Oh yeah, you're on 208,736.
I thought it was 200 odd thousand. Yeah, but some of my videos are like old and like they've just sort of like had thousands of views, and I've forgotten they've even existed.
Yeah,
Like,
your most popular video was Ramstein.
Oh, I thought all those Ramstein ones I uploaded were geo blocked by now.
No, it says 9 years ago. Flipping heck. 27,000 views. The second one is Jed Thomas, All Around My Arse.
Yeah, yeah. That again, it's just me lifting footage elsewhere and like nothing. I've done nothing like physically, really, apart from take footage from one place and put it up on YouTube. You're at 301. You lost a subscriber today. Oh, sorry about that, Rich. But these things happen. I think mine goes up and down a little bit quite often. It's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? What's Jonathan on? What view count or subs? No idea, mate. But
I'll have a look for Jonathan. He's on.
Jonathan hasn't done a lot of YouTubing, so I wouldn't expect.
He's doing well. He's got 65,918 views. But I know that some of those are his travel ones, aren't they?
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, 12,000. This is a really good film, actually. I watched this one. Portsmouth on Film, South Sea by Ringo. Episode 1, 12,000 views, 7 years ago.
Classics. The classic from 7 years ago, back when YouTube wasn't YouTube's kind of weird now, isn't it? But I enjoy making video. What I'd probably do if I couldn't go on YouTube for whatever reason, I'd probably just like be putting videos on Daily Motion or Vimeo, or so, even though no one watches anything on those. I'd just do it because I like the whole process.
Yeah, I do, man. My oldest video, I've just looked, is 8 months ago. So 8 months ago was when I posted my first video, and that was Abby talking to the screen. There's no thumbnail or nothing, but she was basically, we're having a conversation because we hadn't met that long before that, and I was appearing more and more like in cameo appearances on her videos, and her channel was moving away from what she really wanted it to be. So she suggested those. My first video was us discussing that and me being basically told to fuck off and go get your own channel.
Oh, that's my queen. Daily Motion. Well, yeah. It's I try. The Daily Motion app used to be awful. I used to have the app and I just uninstalled it because it just was utter shit. Vimeo's all right. Vimeo, you get Vimeo is good. Like if you're into documentaries, they've got some really good free, like proper full length documentaries, like really good quality. Because like it's a bit more high end, isn't it? Vimeo, if you notice, generally, like you get sort of more actual professional productions on there. And plus, I put a few of my YouTube poops on there that got geo-blocked on YouTube. And no, I don't know why, because no one watched them on Vimeo. Because I didn't really know how I could link to them successfully. Just do, we're all doing it for a hobby, right? Yeah. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I've been sort of discussing mainly with Lee and Jason and a bit with Ringo today, ways just to sort of make a little bit of more money, just not to say, we're making a living, because I'd never expect to make a living on here if I live to be a million, but just to sort of cover some basic costs, really.
But Jimmy, you say that you can't rule anything out.
No, I'd never say never, but if I'm thinking realistically, but I'm just looking on the sort of pessimistic side, just so that I'm not disappointed if it never happens. Really, that's what it is. But I know what you're saying, mate. It's things weird violent suddenly, don't they, for no reason.
I think obviously I'm not doing it to make a career out of it, but I think that if the enjoyment is obviously building the channel, so building those subs and those views, I really like looking at my view count. I like seeing my subs grow, and I don't tend to look at actual views as much. I ought to probably start doing that more.
So I know you always talked about your views.
Yeah, because
It's-
my views go up so much quicker than my subs. I'm
Mm.
getting about I'm getting no less than 5,000 views a month, and it's speeding up now. I'm getting about 5,000 every two and a half to 3 weeks now. So obviously that tells me my channel is getting looked at a lot more. What I'm pissing me off is getting so many views. I mean, like I said, 8 months and I've had over 70 views. That's 10,000 views a month. So
Mm.
why aren't they subscribing? That's the problem.
Well, I wondered if one of the things is like, because obviously you don't technically need a YouTube account to watch YouTube, do you? So if like just someone's going onto YouTube without logging in or anything, like, or creating an account for it, then those views will get counted, won't they? Surely.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So, see, that'll have a lot to do with it.
yeah.
That's like my kids like YouTube, but like I don't let them. I've not let them actually create an account, and like they've accidentally logged into mine before, which I don't particularly like them doing. No, not I let them watch my videos, but they have to watch them like as if they were a subscriber. They're not watching from within my channel.
Yeah, but also if you just Google, I don't know, Jimmy Barnes unboxing Funkos, there'll be your video will come up via a Google search.
Yeah,
because you're watching through Google and not through. Obviously, it's counting as a view, but you're not
Yeah.
signed into YouTube to watch it. And the same with Facebook as well, because you cannot subscribe through Facebook without logging into YouTube via Facebook. So those won't subscribe either, I guess.
Ringo, have you thought more about Patreon? Well, yeah, like I say, if I decide to go ahead with that, I'll probably wait till I'm at 500. No, I don't know why. I don't need to. I could start it any time. It's just I don't know. I just feel more comfortable within myself starting something like that at a kind of slightly larger figure. But I'm not that far off 500. I think I'm on 470 something now. So theoretically, that could be fairly soon. So yeah, I'll probably give it a go because like I'm not going to lose anything by it, and it's just I need to see how to play it and to decide what the tiers will be.
How do you think you pick up your subs then, Jimmy? Are they increasing exponentially at the minute, or are they?
Depends what you. It depends what you'd say exponentially. Oh, I'm on 468 at the moment. I thought I was on 470, but
I'm
no, that
obviously
was
thinking the more obviously you start off, you're getting one sub every couple of weeks, and then it maybe go to one every couple of days. Are yours going up like 3 or 4 a day now or something?
Well, according to these analytics, in the last 28 days, my subscriber change has been plus 53. So that's 53 over 28 days. What's that? That's about 2 a day.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that. I mean, whether other people would be happy with that, I don't know. But I think that for me, I think that's very nice. Really,
And are you doing a lot of extra stuff on other platforms as well?
That's the thing. That's the thing I'm kind of not very good at. It's like promoting outside of YouTube. I'm trying to remember to put all my videos in that little group that Jason created. Plug it. But I mean, that's only going to reach a small audience, and that's more of like for me, it's more of a social thing, really. Just like, oh yeah, I'm part of this, but I don't expect to get a lot of a big audience from it. But like the actual, Facebook status or even Twitter or anything, I very rarely post my own videos, and perhaps I should. I have done for like giveaways and stuff, like our Win 5 giveaway. I put that on my Facebook profile. My last giveaway, March to 400, I put that up. There might have been one or two others, but generally, no, I don't really promote them outside of like just showing you people the link in the group chat and then that plug it thing.
Yeah.
Well, so I know you're all about self promotion, Leroy, and it's good. I've probably got things to learn from you for that, but I don't know. I guess I kind of feel a bit self conscious about it because, like, I still get people like my brother taking the piss, like, "Oh, who wants to watch you? Like, you're boring." It's like, fuck off. It's like don't bother me. It's just like the same sort of ribbing that I've had all my life, really. Just this is someone with no hobbies at all. Like calling me boring.
Yeah, but you know, I find I'm combining hobbies anyway, because I've got quite a lot of hobbies as it is. But we already talked about the history. You know, there's obviously the Funko Pops. You're combining those hobbies and just videoing it and then putting it out there. I enjoy editing a video as much as I enjoy videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I like all the editing stuff. It's sometimes the filming can feel a bit of a chore for me. It's like, oh, I've got to sit here, say the usual, I can't wait for it to finish, and then I get to the. And it's very rarely that I'll have a break before I edit. I always start doing some of my editing pretty much as soon as I've turned, the camera's gone off.
No, I don't. I've got about 3 already, like raw footage, because I do cut out quite a lot. Sometimes I can have like a half-hour video. Like, fuck me, how did that go on for half an hour? And I try and cut it down to about 10 minutes at the most if I can. And it takes me quite a while to try and cut out a lot of it. I've got about 3, I think, saved already, just the raw footage that I've got to go through and put it out. So yeah, I'm all right for videos at the minute. And I've also I've got about 6 boxes of deliveries. You can just about see it up there. That I haven't even opened some of those. I'm gonna make videos on those.
Well, you've got plenty to be going out there. Is that like Funko stuff, or is it like also?
I think it is. There's a big box up there. Actually, it's probably my pop in a box that I haven't even. It's probably out there.
You've been complaining like you've not been set up after all that.
Well, it doesn't say PIAB on it.
Like if you pretend like you will pretend this conversation didn't happen, you might get some free pops out of them.
Yeah, it's probably it doesn't say PIAB on the box. So I assumed it wasn't, but maybe I should unbox it before
Does it say Hook Group or something like that?
I can't remember. Hang on.
Can't see Lee. Let me present Leroy again because he's just. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, yeah, Jimmy. It says Hut. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
It says Hut Group. Is that what you just said?
That'll be your pop in a box. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, right. Where's that?
Oh, bloody hell.
Solve that mystery.
Just having a look at some of these comments. Big Inzy posted a video about 9 years ago doing a Chewbacca impression in a canal tunnel. And you didn't do another one for 8.5 years. Wow. What a gap. The Olympics come round quicker than you, Rich. Rachel's got a couple of film reviews to do. Ringo couldn't see Leroy. Hopefully can see him now because I'm presenting this handsome specimen of a man to everyone. So
I can see me on
you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I've got I'm on mine. I can see me here.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, I might do the Patreon thing. I might do it when it's a bit bigger, like you're saying yourself, Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel I ought to wait until I'm at I don't know why 500. I just like round numbers and I was surprised. I learned today Geeky Geeky Heathen, don't you? I think you subscribe to him.
Yeah.
He's on Patreon. I never realised until today.
But, how do you find him? Because everyone's searching then. Is it on his channel?
No, he mentioned it at the end of his video. I think the thing is, and like, this probably shouldn't admit to it, but I don't always watch to the very end of his because his are quite long and like I like his unboxings, but the trouble is like he unboxes everything and then he has to have quite a long recap at the end.
Yeah, I agree actually.
Yeah, I mean that I don't. Whereas the video I watched today, he was like, he didn't really do that. He just sort of opened his stuff and then that was it. And then he says, "Oh, I'm on Patreon." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't realise."
What is one today? His video today, was it?
Yeah, the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you got that, has he? Oh, I keep thinking.
Yeah.
One. But no, I agree. I don't like the recap. I don't see any point in that, to be honest.
No.
But I like
not just gone through everything. It just seems a bit,
I like his sword though. I'm going to get myself. I nearly bought one today.
Oh, what? Same one?
No, it's a different one. It was in Mankind, and it was in the style of a Japanese samurai.
Nice.
but I didn't like it. I wanted more medieval if I could, or
Oh, well,
Game
yeah.
sort of Game of Thrones or something. So I will get. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I know I've been taking the piss out of your slice.
Yes, you have. Yeah, yeah.
I need to get myself something decent. I can't keep using drills and stuff. And
Well, no, I mean, wouldn't like a decent pair of scissors be better than? I mean, I thought you were using like drills and things for like more the comedic effect, not because you
yeah,
had
I was. Yeah, it was.
nothing else in the house. I mean, there was something. Sure.
Yeah, I was, Jimmy.
Yes, I know you don't like me having a slide. Well, each to their own. I know it's it's just something I started saying and it's kind of stuck. But
I might open my next one. I might open that one with fire. Get your sword out. Jimmy's Jono's got his sword out.
for the Dragon Sword is. Oh, you watch Geeky Heathen as well. Yeah, 'cause that's what I was going to look see how many subscribers he's got because he's
Do you know
quite.
what? I do really like Geeky Heathen, but I have one criticism: the fiance. Has she got a name? I wish he wouldn't keep saying the fiance. Oh, the fiance. This T-shirt's for the fiance. I want a name. I just want this mysterious like Karen, who I can just image.
Karen.
Not-
Yeah, we know a fiance called Karen, don't we, Jonathan?
Oh, was there? Oh, I've just picked that one.
Yeah, that's someone. It's not Geeky Heathens. It's yeah. I mean, Techmoan, that guy who you were looking up today, who I've been supporting on Patreon. He mentions his wife quite not loads, but sometimes, and he always says the wife or the missus. No idea what her name is. We'll never know. Karen Heathen is the name. Is I'm interested to know like whether he does actually get supported on page. Where is he? Heathen.
He's got quite a few subscribers as well, though, hasn't he? It's 700, is it, or something?
I'd have thought he was between 500 and 1,000. But where the bloody hell is he? Oh, he's right near the top. That's what I couldn't see.
I can't find him on.
Oh wow, 868 he's on. Wow. So let me just go on Patreon app and let's see, because you should be able to see like if anyone's actually pledging anything to him. Geeky Heathen is creating unboxings movie. He's got three of 10 patrons. Oh, his basic tiers for. Oh no, he's got a $1 a month tier.
Yeah.
Is where it says just join the mythical horde. So I don't think like there's any difference. You just pay him and that's it. He's got a $5 tier. He's got one Patreon for that. He's got two for the mythical one. The legendary one at $5.
Right.
It's the info's really vague. It just says join the legendary legion and help support the Geeky Heathen channel. So it doesn't sound any different. And then $10 to become the heroic patron and help support the Geeky Heathen channel. You don't say what the incentives are.
Are you able to send that link over, or is that not a link?
I nearly followed him then, which I don't want. What on Patreon? I don't.
Yeah. How do you find it then? Do you go onto that patreon.com or whatever it was and?
I'll just use the Patreon app. That's the easiest way for me.
Oh,
I just use the app because the app's good because for Techmoan who I support, like his videos will come in and they'll be earlier than what they would be on YouTube, and then they're still YouTube videos, but they're like unlisted. They're like not private, just like not they've not been officially made public. So, but like you can click on his videos and then it'll switch over to the YouTube app. And then I can cast it to my telly if I want to, or just watch it on my phone.
Okay.
So
do I just search Geeky Heathen on that Patreon app? Yeah.
Yeah. Just get the app. I mean, you might need to create an account, but that's no big deal because it's not going to ask you to support someone instantly. Like you don't have to support anyone. You just get the app, and then there's like search creators up at the top, and then you just start typing in, and then it'll come up.
Well, it sounds like he's got, free. That's more than I've got.
Bossman PR is creating YouTube content and videos. So yeah, I did know that he who shall not be named had got some. Yeah, he's got 0 Patreons at $0 a month. But
Right.
that was an old thing anyway. Actually, has he even got any tiers? Oh, he has.
Do you know what though? Because it's worth. I mean, I know he's like taking a piss out of it earlier and that, but Abby doesn't really do it so much anymore, and she probably should. Not only was she invited to the Head H YouTube HQ in London, but at that point, it was when you hit 1 million views or something, you got an invite, and Abby had the invite, but she had no means to get of getting there and no one to go with. Had we have been together at that point, I would have been bang up for that, going with her on that one. And she would have been as well. So she's not been invited back since. But she also had links to an Amazon. I don't quite know how it works, but there was a gift thingy, and a lot of her subscribers were sending her gifts. These 2 rugs, these rugs here. These
Oh
are
yeah. I remember
one of her subscribers.
Mm.
They just came in the post from a subscriber. In fact, also, she got at Christmas completely random. Just turned up in the mail. Got no idea who bought it. Again, it's from a subscriber. And Rachel, if you're still watching, you like this. Where is it? I'm in the Harry Potter room.
The Harry Potter shithouse.
Where is it? Here it is. This just turned up in the post. Again, no idea who's bought this, but it was a subscriber. And it was this, which is a... if I can get it open. Hold on. A Quidditch set. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that the thing you got recently? Is it, Rach? It looks like it. So let me present Lee again so that we can see it better. Am I presenting him?
That came from one of her subscribers. It was a Quidditch set. So, and this was just because the links that she had via Amazon.
Yeah, did you see it? Did you see it, Rach? Sorry about that. I was playing my fault. I went quick off the mark.
Just shop it on again.
That's Rach unboxed something a bit like it. That's Rach has just recently unboxed that. Yeah.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, it's got
the Quidditch balls in there.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I have had a few gifts and like acts of kind. I mean, obviously, like yours is the first one that springs to mind. You know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But
these are completely secret. We don't know who. I think she knows where the rugs came from, but no idea who that come from at all. Are you still there?
Who, me? Or...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Also, she had a cake turn up as well the other day from what's it called? The card place. What's it called?
Oh. I'm trying to think. Card place that does.
I can't remember the name. What's it called? Where they send out birthday cards and stuff.
Moonpig?
Yeah, Moonpig. They do cakes.
I didn't know they did cakes. I usually use Squeaky Pigeon because I often can get discounts with them. But,
right.
Well, they're both much of a muchness, really. Like, you can get similar sort of stuff on each. But I didn't know Moonpig did cakes. So. And what, that was like a anonymous thing, was it? Or did she actually know where that were from?
No idea. No idea whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was Moonpig. Yeah, cake gift. Yeah, it was Moonpig. I can't remember which one it was. It was very nice. I'm just looking at them now. Looks like about 10, between 10 and 16 quid here. But yeah, no idea. There was no card, nothing. So we ate it.
Nice. The moment we've all been waiting for is upon us, according to Ringo. Hope it lives up to the long wait. I'm sure it will. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to next year's as well. What time is it right here? Asks Funko Warrior. It's 11:15 at night at the moment, Funko Warrior. I'm assuming you in America then? Yep, there we are. Races at 10:43.
There's the time on my new clock.
So everybody, I'm sure those of you still in the chat are subscribing to the man Ringo. But if you're not, give him a sub, and then there's his video. Go and check him out because he's been slogging his guts out for the last 10 years on this. It's been a decade in the making, this video. Hello, Pop-Tart. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. Happy Easter to the Pop-Tart. Oh, yeah, and sub to Leroy. In fact, sub to all of us. Everyone sub to one another, and let's all love one another like lovers do.
Is this all Americans coming in now? Is it? It's probably mid-afternoon now, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be about what, 5:45? 7, 8, 9.
There's loads of people I follow actually. A lot of Americans on my channel list that go live. They're always going live at like 4 a.m. and stuff.
I know, and when they're doing bloody giveaways as well, and I'm just asleep from all. Yeah. Love Big Inzy, love Rich, yeah. Anyone who's into Funko Pops, we're all very good to follow. Rach does Funko videos. Leroy does Funko videos. I do Funko videos. Ringo does. Funko Warrior obviously does. The clues in the name. And presumably the clues in the name for the Pop-Tart as well. So there we are.
Oh, he might do Pop-Tarts though.
Yeah, that's true. Have you ever done any Pop-Tart taste tests? Pop-Tart.
Do you know that's the hottest thing in the universe? A Pop-Tart.
Oh God, yeah. That and a McDonald's apple pie, one of those that's fresh. Oh God, yeah. How they've not been outlawed under health and safety yet, I don't know. You think they would have, wouldn't you? Because like they aren't fucking lethal, those things.
So's the coffee, to be fair. You have to wait about 10 minutes after you've eaten the breakfast before you can start the coffee.
Yeah. Oh, Ringo's asking if I cut out.
Pop-Tart, go subscribe to me as well then. Hang on, I'm just checking you out now. Pop-Tart has... Oh, he's getting the views. He's only got 29 subscribers. I've just subscribed.
I will catch up on all my subs afterwards, Pop-Tart. I tend not to bother until I've finished doing the live thing, and then if people... I'll find people after that. But sub to me, and I will follow back. I always do, or sub back, follow back. It sounds like bloody Twitter, doesn't it? So yeah, and we are holding a big giveaway at the moment. Pop-Tart. It is international, so no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have got an address for us to mail 5 pops to, you may be a winner in 2 weeks' time. Just think, this time in 2 weeks, we should know who the grand champion is.
Yeah, it'd be good. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah. I've kind of got it in my head. I'm going to do it. I've got to have a load of tabs up with everyone's win 5, just so it's easily to access, and then I can present myself, and people can see the random draws as they happen.
So you're gonna and then you just put the links to each of our videos, yeah?
Yeah, I'll have like mine up, yours up, Abby's, Jason's, Ringo's, and then just take one at a time, and then obviously have the page with the random generator. Copy the first link, do that one, write it down so that because I've got to write 5 names down for the grand draw at the end. That one I've got to do the old caveman way. There's probably a way of doing it on a site somewhere, but I couldn't be bothered trying to find out. Saw the comment on it. Brilliant. Thank you, Pop-Tart. Yep, you can enter 5 times as well if you enter on all 5 channels. So that will boost your likelihood by 5.
I think I've disappeared from your feed there, Jimmy.
Happened again. People see Leroy at all or hear him. I mean, I can see him at the bottom of me. It's just his Hangouts has been weird all night. I should have kept presenting you to everyone, and then people could see you. That's better. We'll just present Leroy for the remainder now. No, it was happening with like Jason and Will earlier on, Jonathan. It's like it's just been me, like unless I've been presenting someone. So I don't. It's I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's gone all weird. I can see me now, but you're not in the corner, Jimmy. So that's a bit
Yeah,
strange.
but that's if I'm deliberately presenting you. But I'm not in the corner.
No, you're not in the corner. You're not in the
Oh.
corner, right? No. Yeah.
Oh, I think when you present, does it? I think if there's only two of you on the panel, I think it does do that actually. Yeah, all on Leroy. But if they can still hear me, then that's.
So what I think I'll do, right, when you do the live draw, I might take a screen recording and edit some of that into a separate video and stick it on my channel, like the following day or something. So at least you're then presenting the results to you, because all of this, they should all be watching, but they might not be, mightn't they? So
yeah, you can't. I mean, I haven't been keeping count of exactly how many. I know I've had a lot of entries. I'm really happy with how many. So I'm assuming everyone else has had a similar number. So, but you can't. I think it's just like with time differences and what people are busy doing other things. You can't expect every single person to come in and watch this, because a lot of these giveaways that these Americans do, it's like you have to be in the live stream to enter, and that's the annoying thing. You can't enter in a prior video. You've got to be there in the live stream, and it's like they give away some good stuff, and they do ship internationally, or they used to.
Yeah, I've got I think it's about 50 plus subscribers since we started the giveaway, which I know Jason said is about the same for him as well. I don't know how many you've had, but it must be about 50, isn't it?
It'll be at least 50. Yeah, I think we'll all have had similar numbers. If there is anyone who's entering on some but not others, I mean, that's weird. I don't know why you wouldn't enter on all 5. Just but that's up to people do what they want. Really, we can't force them to subscribe to us all and enter 5 times. Rach has entered 5 times. Well done, Rach. That has boosted your chances by 5, obviously. Ringo's posted it on Discord. Cheers, Ringo. I remember you mentioning that.
I've had 291 views of the actual competition video. I know Jonathan saying he's had 131.
Yeah, but your channel's a little less active generally, so you can understand that. But you might still have had a similar amount of people entering. So
yeah. I don't know how many comments there is.
How many views of it? I don't think I've had as many as 200 odd. That sounds a lot. That does. And that was like the original Win 5. What we all.
Yeah, the one that you go to. And actually, but then I can't really, because the problem I have is 71 comments. Yeah. But that also includes my thanking everyone, because obviously I go in sometimes and put thanks for entering or whatever. I'm
just hearting them all, because otherwise I'm worried like it's just going to be too long-winded thanking everyone individually. So
okay,
175 views I had for that. So yeah, you've got a lot more.
How many? How many you got?
175.
Oh, so really? Oh.
Yeah, not that many more than Jonathan. Just goes to show, I don't think my promotional game's good enough.
Yeah, I have been promoting it.
I do seem to have had a steady stream of entrants and new subscribers. So
yes, because I've been promoting it, Jimmy. I'm getting you all your fucking subscribers.
Yeah, but like the viewers aren't there. That's the weird thing. Like 175 views.
Yeah, so, I have been heavily promoting it on Instagram and Facebook and.
Yeah, no. Unless is there like a cut-off thing? If like you click on a video and you pause it at like 1 second or something.
Yeah.
And you make a comment.
Yeah, I can't remember the figure.
Under the threshold to count as a view.
Yeah, I can't remember the figure. I think it might even be 30 seconds. I can't remember.
30, as much as that.
Yeah, I know it's more than you would imagine.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah, well, that might be why I'm getting the subs, but like they just like they know it's the. I mean, you don't expect someone to watch a whole video like 5 times over when it's the same bloody thing. So that's understandable. I'm not sort of complaining about that.
No. I wonder if all the subs will drop off after in 2 weeks' time. We'll all lose like 30 subscribers or something.
Well, I did worry about that for my couple of giveaways, and I think they dropped slightly, but it weren't as anything as big as that.
Yeah.
I think if you're making content and people are interested enough, then like you can sort of keep most of it. There's always going to be a few who'll just leave you, and then like they'll probably end up turning up again the next time you've got a giveaway. I'm pretty sure I've had a couple of entrants like that who like don't actually like my stuff, but they will subscribe every time I'm doing a giveaway, and then as soon as the giveaway's over, they'll unsub.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't do anything about it really. You just, it is what it is.
But there was some guy moaning in Jason's Facebook plug it page. Did you see that? He's like he's been kidnapped. or
Oh,
something.
that guy who said, that guy who couldn't leave.
Yeah, he's like been kidnapped by Jason's plug it page.
Yeah.
There's no escape.
Oh, this isn't relevant for me, and I can't leave.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, because we were actually saturating it with Funko videos. To be fair,
yeah, but that's mostly well, it's certainly mostly of what I do.
Yeah.
So if I'm allowed to plug every video, and nearly every one of my videos is Funko, then other people are similar. It's bound to happen, isn't it? Jason set the thing up. I'm sure if there was any sort of rules relating to don't spam it with Funko videos, he would have said well before now.
Yeah. You can see a little spoiler in the background, actually. One of my videos that's coming up right there. I don't know.
Oh, I'll shift this chat. Yeah. Oh, nice.
I don't know if Jonathan's noticed that one. And the box is mint as well. Very happy.
Yeah, because some of those 10-inch pop boxes, they're easy just to get knocked up right away.
That's why I was asking about the pop protector the other day, because I thought, well, I didn't know whether to take it out of the box or not, to be fair. Yeah, it is. It's a 10-inch Demogorgon. It looks awesome out of the box, but then the box is so cool and in such good condition.
Yeah, because I was thinking maybe I'll get that instead of the 8-bit Demogorgon. I'm still, but I don't know. But then I don't know. Bloody, I can't decide. That's the trouble. Get it out, says Ringo.
Nah, it's right next to my that one there is my Chase Demogorgon, the one I did the other day. So I got I've got to get the normal Demogorgon as well. I think I don't want too many of them. I think I want to get the 4-inch one as well.
I just found it on 12th Mike Jones. I want to leave this group but can't. Oh, where's all the comments on that gone? I'm sure that the one I commented leave means leave on. If you buy one, you'll be getting it out, lads. Yee. Funko Warrior wants the 4-inch debit. You've got the 4-inch one, haven't you, Jonathan?
He hasn't got the 4-inch one of them.
Yeah. That I want the 8-bit one like that, but it's expensive. It's like 30 quid on eBay, and I don't really want to pay that. If you ever see the 8-bit Chase, Lee, pick it up for me. Like because I know you go out and about, and like you've got hookups now. Yeah, so if you ever see the 8-bit Chase, I think it's a bit rare, so you probably won't. But
if I see it, I'll get it for myself as well, actually. But yeah, my man Ben.
No, I want it first, don't I? You ain't having it. You and your slice.
Excellent. Oh, running out of battery.
Yeah, Ringo reckons I should get it. I think I will probably get the 8-bit one rather than the 10, even though I do like the 10-inch and it has tempted me for a long time. But the 8-bit, it'll be completing a set, really, won't it? If I get it. And I do like the standard one. It's still an exclusive. It's still classed as exclusive, so there's still like the sticker and everything. It's just, it's nice to get a chase in it. I've got Chase Will. That's nice because he's got the blue skin.
Yeah, I quite fancy getting those 8-bit ones as well, actually, Jim, especially the Stranger Things.
I like him. Yeah. They're not to everyone's taste, but yeah. I quite like
So I got to speaking to this guy called Ben then, and he was because I went up to him and I said, "Oh, you know, have you got any Chase Pops?" That's where everywhere today I was asking for Chase Pops, and no one had any. And he was like, "No." We got chatting to him for quite a while. He was a collector as well, and I said what I was after, and he said, "Look, you know, I'm Ben. I'm the manager. Give me a call on Tuesdays." He goes, "I know what I'm getting in on a Tuesday." He goes, "Because the invoice will say such and such Chase." He goes, "I've got 2 or 3 guys that are big collectors, and I'll just hold them for you." So it's like result.
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully, but it's getting over there. It's getting over there because I'm going to be working again soon. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Ringo. Is there any other Rangers of the 8? Yeah, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's Altered Beast, which I think is an old game. There's Freddy Krueger. You can get an 8-bit Freddy Krueger.
I saw that the other day in HMV.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan, so if I was, I'd possibly want that, but I'm not getting things for the sake of it. As cool as I think it is. There's a few. There's not a whopping range. Yes, I said whopping range of 8-bit pops, but there's a fair few. An 8-bit Xenomorph. That's it. That's another one. Yeah. Yeah, I just like that kind of pixelated aesthetic. Perhaps it's my age, really, the fact that I remember, Commodore 64 and Spectrum and all that shit.
Yeah, I had a Spectrum.
We were a C64 household, so we were a little bit sort of snobby towards the specky lot. But we used to go around people's mates' houses who had Spectrum, and they had some great games on them. It's just graphics-wise, the C64 was kind of quite a step up, really.
It was a later computer though, wasn't it? I think Spectrum was
not an awful lot late, because the original Commodore 64 I think came out in. Rich will know, because Rich was a C64 user as well. It was about 82 or 83, I think.
Oh, was it?
And it was a long surviving machine. I mean, they sort of rejigged it and kind of revamped it a few times, like they do with like consoles and stuff now. But it lasted well into the 90s. I mean, we upgraded to an Amiga in about 93, I think it was. But I did kind of miss the C64. Even with the Amiga was that was buggy though, because the disc drive would just be like really shit, and like you'd try and copy games and like they just wouldn't copy right.
I didn't have any of those. I had the 48K rubber keys Spectrum.
Yeah, the rubber.
And I went then I don't know, maybe it was my age, because then I was obviously 16, 17. I wasn't into any of that, and I didn't get anything until the Super Nintendo. So that was my next console.
Oh yeah, there's a Mega Man 8-bit. Sorry, Funko Warrior, I missed that comment. And yeah, Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, is it? Yeah, that's so there's quite a few 8-bit. If you like the 8-bits, and there's an interesting selection really. 1982 C64 came out, says Rich, and Rachel's brother Elmo. Yeah, it was definitely early 80s. Because our C64 looked quite a sort of later version, but I'm trying to think what year we would have got it. Would it be about 88 maybe? Or even 89? 88, 89 I think we got. So it was towards the tail end of the 80s.
Oh really? I thought you early 80s then.
No, because I would only been a toddler. Like baby toddler in early 80s.
Oh, because I must have got my Spectrum. I think I must have got that about 83. Must have been 83, 84.
So I've got a feeling the Spectrum's a newer thing than the C64 originally. Like even if it's by a year or 6 months or something. But don't forget the Spectrum. I mean, it was like a cheap. It was the Commodore 64 was meant to be not massively high end, but like compared to the Spectrum was like a cheap thing, weren't it? It was like it was built cheap, so that it was affordable for people.
Yeah. It was still, you know, back in the day, the price, man, that was still over 100 quid if I remember.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's it's cheap if you can afford it, but yeah. Yeah, I used to want an NES for a while, right? I think I'd already got an Amiga by then, weirdly, but for some reason I kept going in my local Boots in Chesterfield back when they sold like consoles and records and stuff like that, and I kept seeing a big display for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and like my parents just wouldn't buy me one ever. You've got an Amiga or C64, whatever it was, that's enough.
Yeah. I went to that. I did a video about it, didn't I? Actually, I went to that museum, Micro Museum. I can't remember which town it's in now. Margate, can't remember. Micro Museum in Kent. It was excellent, and it had all those consoles up and running as well to actually play. I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah. There's that Centre for Computing History that's meant to be pretty good. Is that in Cambridge? I think.
Okay.
Now Ashens has done some videos from there before. Like he's all right. He just kind of gets on my nerves a bit, but he's quite a big YouTuber. That looks, because like obviously they've got console and they've got all sorts of different computers and like stuff that you'd never even known existed, like prototypes, like weird early Apple Macs, and all sorts of unusual and rare stuff. And like sometimes he does videos where he shows like 5 rare computers from out the centre, and they're pretty interesting.
Yeah, watch it.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Right, sorry.
The games are like dinner plates. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Go Rach as well. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what town it's in now. It's called the Micro Museum. Took the kids there. Abby came, and we spent about 3 or 4 hours there. Just there's very small, but it's got like literally every computer. It's even got a Sinclair Spectrum car. You know those electric cars. It's even got one of them in there.
C5.
It's got one of them.
Still work?
You weren't allowed to get in it and drive it around.
Oh, bloody hell! I've always wanted to go in one of them. C5.
Yeah, no, it's got one of them there. And all the consoles were set up all through the ages.
Yeah,
really good. Yeah, loved it. I preferred as well when I was there. In fact, I say this on the video. While I was there, I much preferred playing on the older ones. Once you got into the 90s, it was like it wasn't quite realistic enough, but it was more realistic, but not quite there. I much preferred playing the older Asteroids and Space Invaders, and you can go around and see this as you go around the museum. It gets newer and newer, and me and Abby both say we preferred playing all the older ones, like the mid 80s, early 80s stuff.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't trying to be a spaceship. Do you know what I mean? It was a letter X or something.
Well, it's like current games. Like I just can't be bothered with, because they're all too elaborate, and you need to spend hours, and then you've got all your downloadable content, and I just can't be doing with it all. It's
Yeah, and there's too many options. I think this was it COD and all that. It's just all too complex, and it takes any of the fun out of it for me.
Exactly, yeah. For me, it's no fun though. It's something you've got to like dedicate like a large portion of your life to like get anywhere. I can't. Yeah, fuck that.
They do. I fancy getting one actually for the conservatory. I've got to try and persuade Abby because she said no. But they do like a stand-in arcade machine preloaded with like.
I'd love one of them. Yeah, like one of your what they call MAME cabinets or something like MAME, is it?
It looks like an actual old-fashioned arcade machine. It's preloaded with all the old games on.
Yeah, you can get them, and they've got like a Raspberry Pi or something inside, so that they just run almost anything like that's loaded onto it. Yeah, and you can get them in like different sizes. So if you haven't got the room for like a proper full one, you can get one that's like can sit on your tabletop. Yeah, I think I saw Actions review a couple of them quite recently, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like an old, like a proper big full size arcade cabinet, just as like a more for decoration than it. I ain't got the room for one now, so I wouldn't really have the room before, but now I put these cabinets and stuff up, I certainly ain't got any room. But I just like
Yeah,
the living one.
I'd love to get the full size one, but like with these 500 go whatever, so I can just go on there, have a game of Space Invaders, 5 or 10 minutes, whatever, and then you're off. But that's what I'm saying. It's the difference between especially like when you go to that museum, when you see the current games, the modern COD games and all that lot. You can't just sit on it for 5 minutes,
No,
It's all,
you've got to watch like a bloody mini movie for about half an hour before you can do anything, aren't you? Like, yeah.
No. I don't really get gaming at the minute.
No, I've not. I've been out of the gaming loop for years. Like I've got the Xbox is really for like entertainment purposes. Really, it's just a handy place for like all my apps and that. But I've played like some of the recent wrestling games and a couple of other things. But I fall out of love with them too quick. It's like so I haven't bought a new game for Xbox in a year and a half, something like that. It's just yeah.
Oh man, I'm actually getting tired now, man.
Yeah. Well, I was going to end this like about nearly an hour ago, but we've covered some interesting stuff since Jason went away to sleep on the carsy, innit?
Waking, covering his own shit.
When you win the lottery, you shall have. Nice. That's quite a rare thing by the sound of it, then, Rich. Right, so I think this is probably a good point for me to end this broadcast. So I want to thank everyone who's been in the chat tonight. Thank you to Rich, Rach, Jonathan, Funko Warrior, okay, everyone else who's come in from, about 7:30 or whatever it was I started. Thank you to the panelists as well, of course, Leroy Screwballs, and then Jason and Will who came in earlier on. Yeah, you too, Rich. Thank you, mate. Hope everyone has a good Easter weekend and a good bank holiday, and we will see ya the next time. Right, cheers, everyone. See ya.